All right, what's happening? What's happening? Uh-oh. What's happening? Is this thing working? Give me 1 second. Getting kind of fuzzy. Happy Sunday. We're going to do it like this. Can you hear me? I don't know. If you don't know who I am by now, I don't know what you've been doing. You been asleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we do. Boom. There we go. Now I think we cooking. Here we go. What's going on, Jimmy? What's going on, Art? What's happening to the live watchers? What's up, Jimmy?
What up?
Let me hold 100,000.
I'm new to this.
Oh man, you supposed to come in with a checkbook ready.
The checkbook ready? Shit. Who do you think I am?
or at least a deal. That's what they say. Bring a deal, right?
Is that the how you get into the club? You need to bring a deal to the table
right.
every Sunday.
Up. Most people don't realize showing up is half the battle.
I'm winning.
There you go, then. How's you been doing this week? You been taking care of some business, doing some deals out here, or what?
I've been learning quite a bit. Haven't put a deal together, but I got a couple balls in the air right now. I got my rental property that's vacant, but Justin, Mr. Holmes, he's helping me prospect some potential, rent to owners.
Yeah,
Lease to own, I should say.
You feel pretty quick.
And then, other than that, I learned how to find some leads. So I got a notebook here with like 8 properties I need to knock on some doors this week. So
how did you find those people?
First went to auction.com. Then, basically vetted out the houses, did the whole St. Louis County, St. Louis City property search, true people search, snooping on them a little bit, making sure they're real people. So,
did it cost you anything to find those leads?
Just time.
You're supposed to go spend a whole bunch of money on a bunch of software and a bunch of skip tracing and a bunch of stuff.
Well, hey, I haven't verified yet. All right, we've only knocked on 3 doors. But
so do you call them first, or you knock on the door first? What's your process there?
I'm knocking on doors. I think we've only made like 2 phone calls and didn't get through the phone. So I'm Justin and I hit the streets, knocked on a few doors, but I'm ready to get after it. I think I might go out there on my own time, unless Justin's with me. That's cool too. But the more I think about it, you got Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker knocking on your door. It's a little bit suspicious. I don't know. They're really open to talk when 2 people are at the door. So I gotta make my own way.
Well, you never know. It's just, my rule of thumb is knock on the door and step back about 3 or 4 steps. Get up off the door. Some people be all up in the door, knocking on the door, and all. I'm like, dude, back up a little bit. I don't want to open the door. Somebody up in my door.
Right. Well, hey, I mean, I got thick skin. If they close the door on me, it is what it is. I would just move on to the next. But I gotta at least pound the pavement because I've never done this before.
So you mentioned something though. You said you got about 8 leads, but you only called 2 numbers.
So the 2 numbers and the door knocking, that was with me and Justin. Just today, I put together some more leads on my own.
So you've been working today on a Sunday.
I mean, last night and today, yeah, I had a little bit of spare time.
On the weekends, you're supposed to have banker's hours.
Yo, I got to get ready for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I got my list. I don't need to waste time. I just got to get to it.
Yeah, to be honest, I've had more luck on the weekends finding.
I hear Saturday is where it's at. Yeah.
Because through the week they're thinking about their life. You want to catch them when they got at least 20 minutes of downtime.
Right. Well, also when we're out there on the streets, is like they're probably at work. You know, you're like, yeah.
Because I've met people that's in foreclosure and they're telling me, oh, I gotta be at work, I gotta do the work. And I'm looking like, you behind on the bill. Why are you working so much? Hold up. You're doing a lot of work, but you behind. Something ain't adding up here. The math ain't mathing. So they're too busy to deal with the foreclosure by being at work. That makes sense?
No. Yeah. Call them out on their BS, you know.
Well, you know, I don't really call them out. I just try to understand them. Why are they doing the things they're doing? Why are they saying the things they're saying? Because once you understand them, it makes it so much easier.
I think they just want you to go away. You know, they just say whatever they can to get you to go away.
Well, that foreclosure auction is not going away. Why would I go away?
That's true.
You know, that's the mentality. And I don't mind if I prefer them to have a little bit of pushback in the beginning. Whoever came before you did it, tucked their tail and walked away and put their head down and say, oh, they ain't gonna work for nobody. And I'll come right along and I'll break through. In fact, I prefer a little bit of a mean seller. I don't want them too nice. Is that backwards? What you think about that, Art?
I don't know.
A mean seller versus a nice seller. Who you think gonna do a deal with you?
Nice seller?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Sounds like a trick question.
Yeah, it sounds like a trick question. You know, I'll take them how they come, but nice is, you know, is all right.
Can you get a deal from a mean seller?
I mean, yeah, you can get a deal from about anyone. You just gotta work them.
Do you care if they're mean or nice?
That's probably the better question. You shouldn't care. No.
When you ask the right questions, it uncovers everything. I don't care if they're mean or nice, to be honest. I really just want to see what I can do to help them out. And buy the house. If they don't want to sell it, we know most people say, oh, I want to stay in the house. Fine, stay in the property. But what happens if you're not able to stay in the property?
They're going to take it.
So you have to put that question on them and make them answer that question versus us that know all the answers. I like those words that come out of their mouth versus me telling them the answers. A lot of us, I see when people do their calls and stuff or talk to sellers, they're kind of leading the witness a little too much. I'm trying not to lead them at all. I get caught slipping sometime where I'm giving them the answer like, oh, whoa, don't give them the answer. Let them answer. Because they may be thinking something totally different than what you're thinking. There's Justin right there. Oh, no camera. Justin popped in. Y'all been out here working on a weekends. So y'all knocked on some doors, you say, Jimmy?
Justin and I knocked on doors on Thursday, Friday.
Nobody answered.
We had one dude answer he was fucking shirtless in his sweats, and he basically, in a nice way, kind of told us to get lost. He had some people taking care of it.
And so did you try anything beyond it, or you just gave up?
Care of it, yeah.
So after he said that, y'all just walked away, or did you ask him any questions?
He literally backed up and closed the door.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He said, no. I got a company taking care of. Okay, we're good. Close the door. All right.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
Justin don't usually take no for the first no. Justin, what you been slipping? Are you driving? Never mind.
No, I think I'm holding Justin back.
Justin don't take the first no.
Yeah, I didn't want to scare Jimmy, with the first door knock that he's saying. Yeah. So
I was also on a time crunch. I had a drug test that I was trying to make it to a drug test. So
but you're gonna pass that anyway, so we say no to drugs.
That's right.
While Art take a puff.
Yo, pass it right over here. Thank you.
Right.
We out here trying to find Jimmy a tenant buyer. I had called up Chris and was like, hey man, give me one reason why you should do a traditional rental.
And I can't think of one.
Yo,
I'm desperate. That's the only one reason I can come up with. If I'm fully desperate and I'm like, man, I just need somebody in here. I'm tired of paying for this house. Put somebody in there. I don't give a damn. They got a heartbeat. If I'm desperate, I'll do almost anything, like most desperate people, but never be a desperate seller or buyer. Always be smart.
We did have a lease to own prospect kind of fall through, and he texted me this morning and actually wanted to do a traditional rental. He offered me $10K up front for 6 months advance, and I was like, that sounds kind of sketchy.
Make it $20K. See, I make it so ridiculous where you have to think about it, like, damn, you sure I can make a deal with him? You want to make a deal with me? I'm a deal maker. You sure you want to throw numbers like that at me? That means you got some bread. Let's make a deal. I'll take your $10,000 up front. But guess what? Your rent rate is different. Because I don't want to do a traditional rental. So you can structure any deal. That's the beauty of creative real estate. And why did he not want to do the rent to own? That's the question.
I don't know. He kind of gave me some squatter vibes, honestly. Trying to pay in advance and maybe stop paying after 6 months. I don't know.
I mean, what does $10,000 cover? How much rent? How much time does that cover for $10,000?
It was gonna be. He said 6 months in advance, so that would like 1,700 times 6 months, and then plus the deposit.
How do we get to that number of 1,700?
That's what I was gonna rent my house for.
Wait a minute. Art, can you help him out? He telling me we gonna rent it for 1,700. What are we missing here?
The fact that you asked how did he come to 1,700, he said that's how he was rented out. It should have been the guy offering to pay that, if that makes sense. Got to see what they're willing to pay.
Right. We never tell how much a month, and we never say how much down. We just put out our price. Does that make sense, Jimmy?
This house is actually already listed for 1,700 a rent because prior to me meeting Justin and getting into the
doesn't matter
lease to own option, that's what I listed it for. So
doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't care what it's listed for under new management.
Yeah. Now that you're trying to do a rent to own, you should take that down immediately.
Yeah.
ASAP tonight. Don't go to tomorrow.
Yeah, so we try to say we never give a how much down, and we never give how much per month on a rent to own deal because we don't know how much he's willing to put down. It's not like he got enough to do that, first of all, and then second of all, we don't know what somebody's willing to pay a month. What if he's willing to pay you $2,000 a month? I'm just asking. Because I have rent-to-own properties all over town here, right? And all of them beat the so-called market rent. Because somebody said they would pay a different number that's higher than market rent. What is market rent? They offered it to me. I didn't tell them what number it was. They said, I can pay this number a month. I said, let me look at your income. How much you got down? Everything looks good. Put them in there.
I don't have any pool of potential renters. And I only have the one property that I kind of just handed over to Justin to manage. So, or he was helping me out, I should say. So in the future, how should I proceed? Like I got a property and how do I proceed without, putting out these numbers?
Sure. So first thing we do is put out a price. We put
Price
out
for the purchase price?
The lease purchase price.
Gotcha.
How did we come up with that number?
I don't want to really end up selling this house, so it's significantly higher than market price.
What is the ARV or after repair value of this property?
I mean, it's already move-in ready. If it was like all new countertops and whatnot, like top of the market, I would say probably 210, 220 maybe.
Why not 230?
Well, we set it at 260.
I mean, how do we come up with that number? We made it up.
Right.
They're usually not that sensitive on the price on a lease purchase. They can be. You don't want to be ridiculous. A good 20% bump is usually good enough. Because if they do decide to go get a loan and cash you out, at least you made that big chunk of money. You want to make it to where I don't want to say they can't go get a loan or can't pay you off. If they decide to pay you off, you get a bigger check. That's all. But I don't think they're going to.
That's how I set that 260 price between me and Justin. It just made sense.
259.9.
I told him I didn't want to end up selling. So
there you go. So 259.9 or 260, whatever number you came up with, that's where you start at. There's a price, but we don't say how much down. We ask how much can they put down. We don't say how much per month. We ask how much are you willing to pay per month. And that person sound motivated. I mean, I don't know. You said squatter vibes. I don't think you can squat if you give me 20 grand up front. I mean, what it costs to get somebody out?
I have no idea. You tell me.
At least 2,500.
And how about how long? Like 2 months, 60, 90 days?
Maybe not even that long. But usually you don't have these problems with people that drop money up front, to be honest with you. When they drop large chunks of money, people typically act most of the time right. Not all the time, but most of the time they're going to be right. You have the leverage in this deal. It ain't like, oh, I'm getting $1,000 deposit and I'm going to trust that you're going to pay every month. I got my money up front. I know you're going to pay every month because you paid every month. That changes the aspect of it. Your risk level goes down.
I just unlisted my property.
He's quick. He took your advice quickly, Art.
That's what it
Making
takes.
moves. I can't hesitate. I'm a overthinker. All right. I'm an engineer brain, so I gotta like trick myself. Just don't fucking think. Just do it.
You've been working on it, huh?
It's something I struggle with, man. So I gotta just do it without thinking now.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's where we all start. You got to know yourself first. Hey, this is the thing that I do. Let me see how I can shift that. And so that's the thing coming back to, being a thinker brain. Think, what question should I be asking versus giving a bunch of information and a bunch of data to somebody else? My question is, what do you think you can afford to pay per month? They'll say, oh, I can pay $2,200. And you're like, damn, I was talking about 17. What the hell was wrong with me?
So I don't know how to get into the lease to own. Like, where do you list your properties for lease to own? Like, like, do I go through one of you, or do you have like a platform that you recommend?
So I created my own platform. Justin can show you what to do with that. I mean, if he's helping you with it, but I created my own landing page, I guess we can call it.
You got like a URL, like you pay for a URL, got your own website. Okay.
It's already pre-set up.
But then how do you advertise that? Because I don't, it's not going to be like on the top of Google. I got to find a way to drive people to that page.
Well, I have a whole system set up. So let me see if I can share a little bit. Share screen. How do you share your screen? So this is one of our landing pages here. It's very simple. If somebody comes here, they can add their email, name, and phone, be added to the email list to be notified of new properties. And as new properties come up, they can go right on here and get them.
Because I only have one property and I don't have any in the works right now, would I be able to pay for space on Justin's or your space?
If you like.
Until I can
but if Justin's working with you, I think he got you covered.
He does.
Okay.
I think, he's got me listed. Thank you, Justin. Always looking out. So, yeah.
But yeah, I created this landing page specifically for that, and it even answers all of the basic fundamental questions. Do you take Section 8 vouchers? You know how many people going to ask you that, right? How many people have asked you that already, Jimmy?
4.
Look at that. I mean, they're begging for Section 8 out here, to be honest. How much do I need down? The number one question between that and that, I don't know. That's why I put it up to the top. All these question and answers are already made, already answered. So it weeds out a lot of unnecessary stuff. But that's what I created for my rent to own properties. Now I did the same thing for my cash properties, a whole nother landing page. Are you a cash buyer? It looks kind of similar. Different thing. Got some other properties on here. So same thing. It's just I created it. And this is free, by the way. Don't cost any money. You can get a free landing page and put your domain on that thing and be rolling. Great job, Jimmy. Great recommendation. All right. Thanks for having this space, Chris. Oh, for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We got an audience?
Oh, yeah. All the time. So, yeah, that's what, so that's the thing with this, Jimmy, is structuring your business as a business. This is a business. And my motivated seller business, as people call it, is like the need to sell. That's on a separate whole nother page. That's its own thing. Then for people that are cash buyers, they get their own page. And people that are tenant buyers, they have their own page. Not saying you got to go extreme like me, but I like systems. I don't want to have to think. And all of those pages have their own phone number. So if somebody even call that number, I know they're calling about a rent to own, or calling about a wholesale deal, or calling about selling their house. Make sense?
Makes sense.
So I segmented the business out in that way to where it keeps me out of trouble and I don't have to think too much. Oh, we got food. What you got there, Justin? Wings and things. Do you do yours like that too, Art, or are you doing something different from marketing?
For marketing, I have yet to set up these pages, and I got a alarm going on off every day about setting that landing page up. I swear, I need to get that done. So far, how I've been getting my tenant buyers is my very first one. I got it on straight from Facebook. I had another one. It came from local signs in the neighborhood. And then the third one was from Facebook. So that's how I found mine so far.
Signs in the neighborhood definitely work. Because there's everybody not on the internet. You got to remember that. There's people out here with money. Maybe they don't even speak English, but they got that money. They got 20 large. We're going to put them in a house. That may not even be legal.
I got my first two tenants through, I guess, friends and family promoting online, letting them know that I do this, and people have been sending people in abundance, and I had two, I guess, relatives that made it happen to come with a sizable down payment, and we got them done.
There you go. Referrals. How many deals could you do from referrals? A lot. Let people know you exist in your market and, truly help. Let all the people know. Especially in your case, Jimmy, you got somebody speaking a whole nother language. If you can get them in a little whirlwind, you can make them a page just for them in their language. Come on. So you got to think like a marketer.
Yeah.
I
got a funny story that happened.
What happened?
So, I have this one of my friends' grandma had passed away, and what I usually do is when I see someone pass away who I know, I ask them about the house. Like, hey, what you guys got planned on with to do with the house and stuff. So when I had called him, he had gave me his uncle number, and he said, hey, he's basically going to be doing whatever to my grandma's house and stuff. So you give him a call, see what he want to do. So I spoke with the guy. He kind of gave me a lot of funny, weird answers and stuff. Oh man, I'm going to fix it up and I'm going to, rent it out, or I'm going to keep it myself and move in it and blah, 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 blah. But I'm not interested in selling, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay. I had already researched the house. I'm like, so what are you going to do about it being in your mom's name? Or are you going to, go through probate, or what was your plan? Whatever. He's like, oh, we're going to handle it. We're going to get it done. Don't worry about it. Okay, so fast forward to this week, I follow up with him and stuff. Like, hey man, I wanted to see, because I heard from my friend that he had been over there messing up the house. So right now he rented it out. He put some people in the house, and he's trying to evict them because they went bad like less than 90 days. So they over there not paying rent, and I was like, well, did he ever go through probate to get the deed transferred or whatever? He said, I don't know. He said, my mom haven't said anything because his mom has some say so in the estate. So he's trying to get an eviction done on a property that he doesn't have deed to. So I hit him up. He run the story to me that he's trying to evict them. Talking about they will be out at the top of December. And I'm like, okay. That's cool. I'm like, how did you handle that that deed situation? Oh yeah, I had to go through probate. I had my attorney, they did everything and stuff. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so you are looking to sell now? He's like, yeah, I am. I'm like, what do you want? He said, you want my number or do you want my agent's number? I'm like, I want your number. He said, well, I want 80,000. Like the agent has already put it on the market for 125. I'm like, okay. I'm like, how you come up with that number? I just feel like that's the number I want to get. Okay. So I'm like, so tell me about the condition of the property. He said it need a bunch of work or whatever the case may be. I'm like, cool. I end up sending him a cash offer for 30 grand cash, or 80,000 in Creative. He ended up immediately replying. He declined the offer. So I'm like, okay, cool, no problem at all. Then I went to go look up the house. I looked up the house. I looked up the probate, see if there was a probate on record and everything. The house is still deeded in his mother's name. There's no probate, and there is no eviction on file either. So they have this property on the MLS, and literally they have no claim to the property. So I decided to email the agent, giving them step-by-step instructions on how I can help fix this type of situation, how I specialize in these type of situations. I know you guys declined my offer, but if you guys really want help getting the tenants out of the house and getting the house deeded to you, I am willing to step up and finance this whole situation in order to solve this problem. So that's what we have with that interesting deal. Guys just making up stuff in real estate. They like, oh no, you don't need attorneys and you don't need the deed transferred and probate and all that. We're just gonna do our own thing in real estate. So crazy situation.
What are they doing with an agent? I thought he wasn't selling before.
Right, exactly. So I think when he seen he became a tired landlord immediately as soon as he started having a squatters situation.
So that's the part I would probably be digging into with him, not necessarily price or anything else. I mean, you didn't want to sell it before. What changed? What made you decide to want to sell it now? I would dig more into that part and make him say all of that you just said. That I don't like these tenants. I want him giving me all the stuff to close him with later. Or at that time, because he's closing himself because he's saying it, to be honest. That's how I kind of see that, because if something changed and he's been dealing with these tenants, why? What happened? What changed? What were you expecting these tenants to do? Make him tell you the story of the pain that he went through. Turn the knife. Even though we know it's painful, but we want to make sure they got it coming from them because it resonates more. What you think about what he's doing over there, Art? Anything good?
Man, yeah. Yeah, Justin got a lot of great things going on. My favorite part about what he got going on is he has multiple deals working at the same time. So he's not getting emotionally attached to any one of these deals because anything can happen. So that's a very, very strong point of what he's doing.
That's right.
It's part of the recipe.
Love the ones who love you. Everybody else, we just having conversations. We'll follow up in a week. See what they talking about. Y'all feel a little different yet? Let me take your temperature. Is it went down or does it go up?
Right. And I think me and Tarai, we was talking about it and stuff. A lot of people just don't really understand real estate and stuff. Like, it's one thing to say that, but it's another thing with a guy like him. He's just in his mind just making up stuff or whatever. Like, and he's going as far as lying to try to, I don't know, like if it's interesting. People just really just making up, not even researching or whatever. They just
either lying or he's misunderstood about the process.
Yeah.
And that's why we have to ask him the right questions to get him to open up so we can understand him. He don't have to understand real estate, but we need to understand the seller so we can understand how we're going to deal with them.
I asked him questions though, like, okay, so how did you go about doing this? Oh, we didn't have to do probate because my mom had a will. I'm like, okay. He say I had an attorney handle it and everything. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't think you can, when you have a will, you have to go through probate. Unless it's something that I don't know about real estate and stuff. So I had to go back myself and look it up.
He probably just lying on that part.
Right. So I don't know. Dude tripping though. But my thing is how you get an agent to get and list the property on the MLS and stuff without having deed to the property.
They do it all the time. Did they have a lady bird deed or trust?
Nope. I don't know what a lady bird deed is.
It's how you pass property.
Well, as a beneficiary?
Probate, yep.
Without probate? Okay.
But I don't think you have any of that stuff.
A beneficiary's deed. So I mean, it's possible, but you know, I need to truly understand them, not necessarily just that process. Why are you doing the things you're doing? That's what I really, really want to understand fully.
I'm getting rough. I'm getting a haircut.
Why don't you just keep the house and rent it to somebody else? These types of questions, because I need to understand why did he change everything? What made him shift and say, I'm going to go list it? What made you shift from when I talked to you a couple months ago? Something happened, but we don't know what that something is. And I don't want to guess at it. And the only way to get that information is to pry it out of him. So that's what I'm
Oh, okay. This ladybird deed, I think this the same thing in Indiana. They call it a transfer on death deed.
Beneficiaries deed, yeah. A TOD. Yeah, they don't call it ladybird here, though. I don't know. I just figured that's what she was talking about. A beneficiaries deed.
I got a massive lead out there in Washington. I'm trying to see what's going on with it. The owners are out in out of the country, but the property worth like $500,000.
Washington, Missouri?
No, we have a Washington, Missouri?
We do. Right out there, almost going to Six Flags.
No, this is Washington State.
Washington, like West Coast Washington, like all the way out on the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Bro said it's in Washington somewhere.
You got Washington, D.C.
The East Coast.
Washington, D.C. then.
Right. I know Washington State is up this way.
Northwest.
Isn't right.
Bro said Washington.
The closest state to Alaska.
Right. Is it for real?
Yeah, Washington is far, hella far, 2 time zones away.
I don't want to live nowhere cold. That's why I'm gonna look at
the lead in Washington?
Hmm?
How did he get the lead in Washington?
Sean, guy I know had called me. I was like, yeah, Justin, you handle foreclosures and stuff, right? Yeah. You do stuff out of town? Yeah. I'm gonna give you this person's number. They go through a foreclosure.
We can help.
Like, let's do it.
If the seller's ready, we can make some spaghetti.
I'll take over an out of town deal.
Why not? I haven't got buyers up there.
If it's worth $500,000, the real is probably gonna be crazy.
Depending on what part of Washington it's in, I can sell it to King Kong. He got the buyers up there. You know that's his market. You know I know somebody in every market, right? Let's see here. Justin and Chris, are they going to have to get lawyers involved?
Which deal? The last deal?
The one that was the ladybird deed. Or I guess I don't know which.
Yeah, they have to get lawyers. It's a probate.
But
it could be an affidavit of heirship.
A ladybird deed would have been made by the deceased before she died. If she had something like that, he would need to go through probate.
Oh, okay.
But I don't,
Tarai don't like the affidavit of heirship, by the way.
A lot of people don't. I love it because it keeps a lot of red tape out of it. Why don't you like the affidavit of heirship, Taraya?
It's just not a legally binding way to transfer property. That's all. It clears title, but if you have a real picky title attorney, they may not even recognize an affidavit of heirship. So that's all. It does work. It gets the job done. But, as a lawyer, I always got to do stuff by the book. That's why y'all don't like working with me.
Oh, we love working with you.
Yeah. So.
We just use the tools that are needed for the deal that we're presented.
Right. Exactly.
Because everybody got something different cooking, something going on, something special, all type of stuff. We just try to help them get to the next step.
I don't like how they do those fries, John.
By any means necessary.
By any means necessary. Hey, that's on point right there because, I don't want to go through a whole probate. That takes too long. And the cost of the house never stop. It's steady accumulating while we're waiting 6 months or more. That monthly payment is still going. That taxes is still going. The insurance bill still going. The water, sewer, trash, electric, and whatever other utilities still going while we wait. So if I don't have control of the property while we're waiting, I definitely don't want to wait out of 6 months. Now, if I'm able to get into the property, monetize it, something else, then sure, I don't care about it taking a little while.
I was going to say, though, it does work good when you have, if it's a one child and no siblings and stuff like that. It just gets messy when you have multiple siblings or people who could possibly contest it. So that's probably another reason why I don't like them. But yeah, you're right. It does work when you need to get the job done. One thing he's trying to do, we got a bunch of siblings who don't get along, and so we can't do the affidavit of heirship. One of them just got sick, and they just had a stroke, and they're mentally.
You gotta make them get along. You gotta go in there with your psychologist hat on. You gotta make them be friends. Be friends. Sign this paper.
Crazy.
Be a friend. Sign this paper. Here's $50. Come on, throw some money at it. The deal worth it, shoot.
You got a friend in me.
I mean, what if you had 4 siblings, didn't get along for whatever reason, and they all was kind of all over the place, like you're saying? You gave them $100 each. That's $400. They can get along and sign that paper for right now. Y'all don't even have to talk to each other. I'm the mediator. Come through me. Bring all conversation to me, and I'll relay the information. They don't need to talk to each other.
Soraya, we do not want to know how this affects things on that side, okay?
Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut.
We don't want to know.
Because I surely was thinking, but I'm like, they don't want to hear that.
She's talking about some, let's go, ladies. Check in. You got fans on here, Soraya.
Yay. Ladies in real estate, ladies in law, represent.
There you go. So,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, a lot of times it just takes us to take the next step. If it's worth it. Now, if the deal worth it, we do all that. If the deal ain't worth it, I don't be want to do nothing, to be honest. But if I look at a deal, I'm like, man, that's like an $80,000 spread. I'm finna go put my damn mediator hat on. I'm about to kick some people down, some money to sign off, whatever we need to do. For real, what do you want? Because you got to figure out, they may be doing it just because they don't like that person, but figure out what that person wants. Now we just got to close them as well on whatever they want. They might say, I just need my bike fixed. It's $300. So you telling me if we find a way to help you get your bike fixed, you'll sign off and get this deal done? Let's go. Right there with the mobile notary. Here your money. Signed off. 1 down, 3 to go. If it makes sense.
We had went to this huge buyers meetup and stuff over the week and stuff. I think it was on Thursday, and that event it had to be maybe about 500 some people there and stuff. Me and Soraya had went there, and me being there, it just solidified that I do not want to do traditional real estate. I don't want to do flips. I don't want to do traditional because there's a lot of guesswork in that stuff that they doing, and I'm like, I don't want to guess. They asked one of the guys, he made $142,000 a 9-month flip. And they asked him what was the number one contributor to his profitability. And he said, luck. I'm like, I don't want to be, I don't want to. He said 7 months in, him and his wife thought that they were going to break even. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to be lucky and stuff.
How they end up from breaking even to up 140 something plus dollars?
Because they put it on the market for like 610. And the bank ended up saying that it was worth like 7 something.
Oh, it appraised higher than what they thought. Okay. So that means they didn't know what they were doing. Because why would they price it that way?
They said the ARVs was kind of scattered. They knew it was an up and coming community and stuff, but it was hard for them to really determine what a good ARV was on that area. But they did the investment. See, they have a program there, like all of the faster houses and all these different people, whatever. They have it like where if you got a person who has good credit, they are providing the contractors, the funding for acquisition as well as rehab, and I think you might have to find your own deals there, or they'll provide you with a deal and stuff, and then they'll push it all the way through. So you don't even have to be an expert; you can be a novice, and they made $45,000 off that guy in just holding costs on that. So I thought that was insane.
That just shows you in real estate, that's just the product that we're doing. The money is in the money. The controlling and understanding the financing, whether it's creative financing, hard money financing, private financing. When you understand how the money works, they eat no matter what happens. And they ain't swinging no hammers, managing no contractors, none of this hard stuff that flippers do, or people that like to do, the things that they like to do.
They had some Section 8 guys I had met there. I tried to bring a contract for deed situation to the table, for them, and they had no idea what that was.
Hmm.
I'm like, seller finance. Let's just say it's seller finance. But I thought it'd be a good deal for them because they don't have to get qualified to get into the deal. They can still do bird rehab and all of that stuff with the property and then cash flow on it. But they was really skeptical.
So you had a property for them to buy,
Mhm.
and how did you pitch it to them?
I basically asked them would they be open to what I say? Would they be open to doing a contract for deed property for a Section 8?
That scares me.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. Would you buy a property that had financing already in place?
Okay.
See, when we change our terminology, it may be received a little different. Not saying they would or wouldn't do it, but certain internal jargon like sub 2, contract for deed, that jargon, even though these are so-called investors, I still try not to use that kind of language, even with them, especially if I know we're in trying to do a transaction and we're putting that work on. So I will always, try to shift it and change it and say it a little different. If I had a deal that already had financing in place, would you buy it?
Mm.
Or if I had an opportunity, I know a lady trying to sell her house, but it's already got financing on it. I mean, would you buy a house with financing already in place? That pitch just sounds a little more like, oh, wow, what you mean financing in place? Meaning you can just take over the payments. The payment you pay every month, just like you would pay a mortgage without having to go get a mortgage. Would that help you out at all? That's just a better thing. Would you deliver that any differently, Art?
No, that's solid. Definitely really good advice. It's always a no on using the language that we use talking amongst each others. We should not be using that to the consumers. Why were you trying to get them to do that?
So I'm having trouble trying to find a tenant buyer for this particular property. So I'm like, okay, because the down payment and the what's required to fix it up, I think it's not that much money, but for whatever reason, I can't find a tenant buyer for this particular piece of property that they're willing to come in and get it together. It only take maybe like $3,000 to get it together, but a lot of people are unfamiliar with that type of work and everything, even though I promoted it as a handyman special. So I'm like, okay, let me try to give it to an investor who will put the work in, and then they can go ahead and do the Section 8 thing that they want to do. I feel like Section 8 would be ideal for that community. It is the hood. But what's funny is some of the Section 8 guys I followed up with, even they want to do particular zip codes. So they still are not targeting the hood. Even though they Section 8, to me, Section 8 is the hood, but they don't even want to be in the hood, which is crazy to me.
And it's hard to move those deals. That's why I don't market over there. It's too hard. It's too hard to get rid of. I'm not saying impossible, but I'm like, man, I'd have made a lot more money on way better areas with way less work, and they sold themselves. People fighting me to get the deal. Can I buy? Can I buy? Damn, give me a chance. I must got it too low if everybody want it.
Right.
Yeah, Justin, for sure. One approach that some people take with wholesaling deals or just looking for deals in general is they look up online, like on a heat map, and they'll see where is all the investor activity already happening, and then they focus their efforts on marketing in those areas, because then when you get something, you got people that's going to want it. So just keep that in mind. Just go where everybody is already at. But you can do deals anywhere, but it's all about how much effort do you want to put into getting it done. Like Chris saying, you get something in a certain area, it's gonna fly.
Get your
Yeah,
word
this
over there.
is one of the reasons I don't get excited when people be like, I'm a buyer, I'm a cash buyer and stuff. And I'm like, and they, got their buy-in box and we can close in 10 days. And that stuff doesn't even move me a little bit because they all buying in the same zip code. I know when I get something in the right zip code, it's going. I don't have to get your number and your email. Like, I don't feel excited to meet a quote unquote cash buyer because I feel like when I get the property that's worth something, it's gonna be a bunch of people that want it. So, it don't really move me. It don't excite me. I'm not interested in really building up this inventory of all these people who buying the same zip code. I know as soon as I put a property that's in the zip code that they buying in, they're gonna have a frenzy for it regardless. So That's my philosophy, and you know, it might not, you know, be, it might be defeatist, you know, philosophy or whatever, but I just do think that everybody in St. Louis is buying the same zip code. They want to be in the counties. They want to be in St. Charles. They want to be in O'Fallon. You know, these same areas. Everybody. We had 500 people at this same event, and they all buying the exact same zip code. What am I?
Because the crime in St. Louis is too rough.
Are you marketing in a zip code?
I mean, I market whatever the deal at.
But that's the thing. Remember when you first started this many months ago, when you tell me in a certain area, I'm saying single digits. I don't even got to think. Well, they don't need that much. Single digits. If you get that bad boy for like $6 grand, they'll buy that bad boy. But we ain't getting them for $6 grand. You see the difference? In those particular rough areas, you know what I mean? Or even they start getting in East St. Louis. Oh, we got one in East St. Louis. It's only 45. No. I don't even got to look. It can be perfect condition. No. Or even in an area like the tornado, like she's saying here, over there, those houses is all messed up. Anything up there where that tornado hit, single digits. Don't even bring it over here. Oh, but it's not too far from where the tornado hit. It's only 28,000. No, single digits.
Chris, it's an 8-bedroom.
Single digits. And I'm talking about 5 grand, 4 grand, 3 grand, taxes only. Sign it over type stuff.
Taxes only.
I buy for what the tax value say. You know, they don't never say that much.
You silly.
Taxes only.
Hey, I'm dead serious. Buy for what you owe on it.
Taxes only.
You owe 2 years of back taxes, I buy for that.
What, the old house gets sold for taxes only?
Happens all the time.
Oh, man. Ray just told me he got a guy right. Chris, hey, Ray just called me yesterday.
Why are you using his name all the
What the hell wrong with y'all?
He said he got a guy, he negotiated a deal. He talking about he got cash right now, right? He said the guy told the seller that he would give him $10,000 a month and keep his tenant, and he can keep.
What are you laughing for?
Y'all silly, man. Y'all ain't gonna mess with me. I hope Ray on her.
Did he take that deal?
Huh?
Did he take that deal?
I said, of course he gonna. I said, of course a landlord is gonna take that deal. You gonna give? They gonna keep the deed. You gonna pay them 10 grand a month and keep their tenant. Of course they gonna keep. Of course they gonna sell you the property.
Did Ray offer that to somebody, or somebody offered that to Ray?
I think Ray has gave the guys a little bit of information or whatever, and then he just out scrambling right now because he want to buy some real estate and stuff. He called me asking me if I have any properties I can sell to this guy, and then Chris, he called him Chris, asked for contracts, all kind of stuff, man. But just somebody with some cash right now that's looking to buy some property.
They ain't really no buyer. Bring them over here. I'll find them something. They be talking that buyer stuff till I present them something they can't. Here you go. You want to buy? I got you something.
Right.
I'll sell you something. I'll sell water to a well. So they gotta come home.
I'm like, he like, I want the record to report a certain thing or whatever. So if I gave you, let's say, 8 grand on paper, and then I give you the rest of them, I'm like, I don't know about dealing with anything like that.
Nope, we going through title.
Exactly.
I don't want to be in the middle of that FBI investigation. Nope. I don't know nothing. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Chris, you can close a certain way and sell a person an entity, right? On paper,
transfer the entity, close the property in an entity, and sell the entity, or assign the interest of the entity. Yes, somebody did that with me on a property in Berkeley.
That's deep, actually. That's a hell of a strategy to keep the record from reporting a certain thing. That's an interesting way to do real estate.
That's how we do trust. So, like, if somebody wanted to buy one of my properties that's in a trust, I don't have to go through title. I can just assign the beneficial interest of that trust to them. Don't have to go through title and all that. They can do it if they want to, but I've sold them where I just assign a beneficial interest before.
Interesting.
Yep. Keeps your costs down. Keeps everything there. She wanted to know, did y'all get affected by the tornado? You didn't have no tornado stuff, did you, Justin?
Nah, I'm not in that part of the city.
I was on something. I heard they were trying to clear the area out. There were no sirens. A tornado was happening. They've been trying to clear that area out. It already looked, well, you know, I don't want to say nothing too bad, but what's Sexy Red say about it?
She said that area already was messed up. They tried to guilt her in the donating. She said, "Don't be trying to fight me. That area already messed up."
She talking about that's already been the hood. I'm like, let's just get the real. That was single digits before the tornado hit it.
Was.
Exactly. Yeah, so don't.
God was trying to sell me a house over there.
It's always better to just look at these deals as what they are. It's either a deal or it ain't. If it makes sense, buy it. If it don't, whack them, keep it moving. If they seriously motivated, they'll come down. They'll come to reality. You know how many sellers have come back to me after telling me, nah, that's too low. Nah, I can't do that. They come back months later. Hey, Chris, you still buying? You still selling? We got this.
I think that's gonna happen with that couple, Chris. Remember that referral we was gonna try to wholesale that sub to over in Castle Point?
Oh yeah, they'll be back. They can just keep paying it. Some people just pay mortgages for years. I've seen people pay mortgages for 3 years on empty property, 3-4 years on empty properties.
That's right. That was that one. Remember the guy was like, "Oh, this house isn't."
Oh, and she called you back to apologize for him speaking out of turn. Oh yeah, I remember that.
They did all that. We went through. I explained her and her husband the whole process. What we was gonna do. We was gonna take it over. Blah 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 blah. They agreed. Sent them over the agreement. Never heard from them.
Well, Chris, I have a question. This is Taraya. You can't
come on with it, Taraya. Drop a heavy question.
This is Taraya.
What would be a great? How do you deal with? Because I think the biggest objection we get is, I don't want to keep the mortgage in my name. So how do you deal with that objection to keep them on board, especially when that's their only objection to doing so too?
The biggest way to handle that objection, what about the loan being in my name? I always ask them, what's the alternative? That's really the biggest close for it right there. What other option do you have?
Yeah.
When you box the objection, that kills that objection because they don't got nothing else they can go to. I mean, you're just going to keep paying for it? I mean, you can do that if you want to, but we have a solution to your problem. Are you ready to get the process going? If they don't, no harm, no foul. We can't make them.
Right.
So, I mean, it's really, that's just I don't want to call it a bad objection or a stall or I don't know. It's just in their mind a lot of time. What about it being in your name is the problem? Sometimes we have to understand it. A lot of times I'm just thinking, what question should I be asking them? Is something I'm not asking to get them to give me this information that I'm missing? Because in their mind, they be thinking, oh, it's in my name still, so I'm still going to have to keep paying for it, or I'm going to have to do this or that. No, we actually take full responsibility of the property, taking over the responsibility of maintenance, repairs, and anything that's dealing with the house. We're investing in this property, so it's in our best interest to keep this in good standing. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a good way to rebuttal that.
But we first have to understand why they're saying what they're saying, and then, break it down to them. Hey, this is an option to solve your problem. What other options do you have? That's really my biggest thing. What else will you do? If this doesn't work, what other way would we get it done? Because we got a way to solve the problem right now. So,
yeah, to add to that, Chris, when I come across that same objection from a seller, I usually ask them, what about the loan staying in their name and us making a payment would be a problem for them? And usually their response is something along the lines of, what if we don't make the payment on the property? And then from there, basically, I'll reassure them, like you were saying, like, hey, this is an investment for us. We're going to do this and that. Why would we ever do that? If they keep on pushing back, then I'll fall back to the performance deed if I need to. I only had to bring that up one time, though.
Or you can buy it on a wrap, on a mirror wrap, where you can just give them the same powers that a bank has. Promissory note and deed of trust, so that they can have the exact same documents that the lender gave them. You would have those and you'll be just like the bank. So it just depends on what their actual objection is. People just saying, I don't want it in my name, don't really mean nothing to me because I don't know why they're saying that. Once we understand why they're saying it, we can handle that as a full objection. versus a partial objection or what we think they're objecting for. I don't like to think for people. I like to ask questions, listen to what they're saying, and try to handle it from there. Anything beyond that is kind of overthinking it, over processing it, because they might just be saying, "Oh, I don't want it in my name." Because I don't think the bank gonna let us do that. I've been told that before. I don't think the bank gonna let us do that. We're not asking the bank for permission. We do this all the time. We buy houses, we take over payments, we solve problems. It's not a problem for us. We can help you in this. If you don't want it, I mean, you know, I understand. You can go do the other route you want to go. But if you want to buy it, we're buying. So it's up to you. Choose your poison. So this is just what this is the stuff that comes up over and over and over again with these people. And I don't really worry about them because they got to come back and see you. Nobody else can help them. Your skill set is what's going to make you shine above the rest. Everybody else is doing what? Low ball cash offer, which is fine. I'm working on a deal right now in Florissant. House has some kind of foundation issue. House is not in bad shape, but it does have some kind of foundation issue, and it is going to need work. That's the two things I've seen investors be afraid of: the hood and foundations. They're afraid of hoods and foundations. You're in a bad neighborhood or you got a bad foundation, people get kind of squirrely.
We'll put somebody in there on the bad foundation.
How many do I got? At least one.
Hey, Chris. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What you got, Rick?
With the thing you were saying about the foundations, I was just thinking. I was watching this video by RJ Bates, and he was saying, like, down in Texas, it's very common for them to have foundation issues, and it's like not a big deal for them down there compared to up here in Indiana. You hear about foundation issues. People think that you shouldn't even touch the house.
Do they have a lot of basements in Texas, or is it one of those places where they don't have any basements?
I think he was saying that their soil is different or something. I don't know. It was just, I don't recall the exact everything from that video, but I definitely remember him saying that it's not a big deal for them down there because they do that type of stuff all the time.
That house I told y'all about where I had the for sale by owner, and I bought this house, no money down, and payment starting in 2 months in South County. I put my first tenant buyer in that house. They lived there for a year and a half and moved out. I got another tenant buyer in that same house, and guess what that house got? Water coming in the basement. That ain't never stopped them from moving there. It's had a water problem coming, but it's a big basement. I mean, it's just a little bit on the side on one of the things, but it's been there, and nobody I don't plan on fixing it. It's been making money for 5 years while it's been having a little leak.
One of my first lessons I've learned from Chris, I seen a crack going down the entire property, and I watched the man that I brought to the table, and Chris said, "That ain't no problem. That can be." That can be fixed.
Ain't nothing wrong with that house that can't be fixed.
I'm like, this guy will sell anything.
Well, that's what Ron LeGrand taught me when I was in Atlanta, Georgia. We went in one of these stinky houses on one of those little bus tours going house to house when I went to one of his real estate boot camps or whatever back in 2019 or 2018, as a matter of fact. That was back in 2018. And we went in this stanky house. He said, ain't nothing wrong with this house. The money won't fix. I said, damn, ain't nothing wrong with it. We get it for $1. We can fix this house up.
Chris was trying to sell Larry Spink's house with a crack in the foundation. That was crazy.
You can. It doesn't stop you from selling a property.
Does the inspector give you guys trouble for this?
Inspector for what? What is let's break it down, Jimmy. What is the inspector inspecting for?
When you put in a new tenant, don't you have to get the house inspected to make sure that?
Are you putting in a new tenant?
When you do a lease to own option, or when you
No. I'm not putting in a tenant. I put in tenant buyers. They're buying the house. That's why I don't do another reason why I don't do traditional rentals. I'm not doing any occupancy permits and stuff. All of that stuff is on them. They are buying the house. That's what
well, if they were to move in, don't they have to get an occupancy permit?
If they do, they do. Sure.
And then what if they can't move into the house?
Whose fault is that? This is when you buy a house from the bank. Do they come and say you can't buy the house from the bank because it got whatever?
So you're gonna have somebody sign this lease to own, hand you over some money, and it's gonna sit vacant because they ain't gonna take care of it.
No, they gonna take care of it. They always do. I've never had anybody come back. They always get it fixed. Whatever that thing is, leaky faucets, garbage disposal broken, it needs some paint, whatever it needs, they seem to always find a way to get that fixed and get that thing done. Always. Never had a problem. I had a house over here in Bell Fountain full of garbage. She said, I'll take it as is. My brother and them will clean it out. You think I was going to tell her no? If they going to take it as is, what am I doing all this extra stuff for? Now, if we work a deal where I do something different, that's something different. But as you see it, is what you see is what you get. Bring your contractor, bring your cousin, bring your uncle, check the property out, make sure it's something you guys can handle, and then we'll go from there. That's how we do them.
I got two people who was painting houses last month at the exact same time. This lady just paid her rent. She paid it early. She due on the 28th, late on the 1st. She just paid on the 21st. She just paid her money.
Yep.
1,500 square feet.
This is crazy. These sound like
so let me help you out, Jimmy. Let me do some brain surgery for you. You ready? You got the tenants when you're doing regular rental, Section 8, all that type of stuff, right? And then you got investing side. We live on the investing side. We don't deal with none of that stuff you're talking about on that other side. None of it.
Tell them, Chris.
You got people signing a lease, forking over a ton of money up front.
And then they go in and fix the house.
It sounds like a unicorn tenant to me.
I want to make sure again, Jimmy, they go in and fix the house up better than I ever could have. That same house I just told you with the basement down in South County, that guy went in and put a big, beautiful kitchen island in the kitchen. I didn't do that. He did that. I didn't give him that house like that. I've had tenants move the washer and dryer hookups to the main level. They do stuff to these houses. So remember, we're not dealing with tenants. We're dealing with tenant buyers, people who have money, who have probably a business, who have some type of income that cannot qualify for a loan right now. Maybe they're handyman or they can fix stuff. These are the people that are perfect for tenant buyer situations because they're not calling me to fix nothing. I'm not fixing anything. I'm not a property manager. I'm just like Bank of America. What do? That house you're in right now, Jimmy, something break. You're going to call your mortgage company and say, can you fix this little crack in the floor? Or you're going to get it fixed?
Yes, I'm taking care of it.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Don't even overthink it no deeper than that. That's as simple as it gets.
All right.
Same thing.
I had a totally misconception thinking these are tenants, not to be owners.
Tenant buyers.
Tenant buyers.
Or a contract for deed is a sale. It's an installment sale. If you do a contract for deed on a property, they actually buying the property. They're just buying it in payments, just like you would do a car.
But then they oftentimes never end up buying it.
Okay, come back to the same thing. With a car, you go get a loan on a car, 8 years. That's a long time. 6 years, whatever they're doing now. On a car, you just got off the lot. Showroom floor, beautiful, clean. You go scratch it up, get hail damage, beat it up, crashing the stuff, do all that. Nobody cares. You're going to pay that monthly payment each and every month. Same thing with a house. Exact same thing. Why are we overthinking it? What makes a house so special that we got to do extra stuff? Think of it, like I said, just like a car. You bought the new Cybertruck, the one with the chameleon color paint. And then all of a sudden, it gets some damage. You still going to pay that payment, that $1,200 a month or whatever they paying for that thing, every month, regardless of the condition. The engine goes out. The transmission, come on, that's a good one. Let the transmission go out. What you going to do? Go get that mud fixed and keep making that payment every month. It's the same thing as a house. Ooh, that's a good analogy. I wasn't supposed to do that. Is it making sense yet, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all around you. You just thought in real estate it's supposed to be special because you're a landlord and you got to go work hard and break your back and stay up late and fix stuff, which is fine if you want to do that, but you don't have to.
It's not that I want to. I thought that was just,
It's all about the paperwork, Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's all about the paperwork. Whatever everybody agreed to is what it is. And everybody can agree to
your car. Or you going to pay that $7,000 or whatever they charge to do a transmission? You gonna go pay it and get it fixed.
It's gonna be hard for Jimmy because he feel like his heart. He's like, oh man, I can't put a person in the house full of junk.
I'm not saying to intentionally go out of your way to give somebody some junk. but I'm not going above and beyond for no reason, unless it's going to give me a bigger payoff of some type.
When I seen those two people was painting the houses and everything, I really was mind blown. I was like, wow, people really getting the houses. They really fixing them up.
And they fix it up better than you ever would. Trimming the bushes, cutting the grass, painting the outside, putting new gutters up, siding. You're like, damn, that's a nice house. I think I want that house back now. I hope y'all mess up. I'm going to take it right back. You messed up, Park. But is that making sense, Jimmy? I mean, is that a good analogy on your car breaking down? Are you gonna be mad at the finance company? I'm just asking.
No.
Even if your house messes up, or
I'm not the right person to ask that. I'm a DIYer. I have trust issues.
But you're going to fix it. That's my point. You're going to fix whatever comes up. That's the same thing they're going to do in that house. Why you need me to come save you every time?
Say you got a house that is move-in ready. You know it's going to pass inspection. Can
Uh-oh. He faded out. Jimmy. The aliens got him.
Bro fell asleep.
Jimmy, you have faded.
All right, try that again, Jimmy. You faded out.
Say you went ahead and already fixed up the house and you know it's going to pass the inspection. Can you use that and market it for a higher down payment?
Do dolphins like water?
Yeah, baby. That's what we need to do. All right.
That's it. What are we doing?
Chris, you missed his question. He said, would you market that for a higher down payment?
Yes. Yes, it's a premium. If I give you a perfectly move-in ready, beautiful house, you're going to pay a premium. Like Shelly and Jim's house that was down there in Imperial that they got $36,000 from somebody for. Down. $36,000 down.
All right, Justin, we gotta get a higher down payment on this heat.
But this is why we don't say how much down.
I put too much work into this house before I knew your guys' game plan. I was doing it like a traditional rental, so I went ahead and went the extra mile, to make it good, ready to move.
Jimmy, bring it on back. Remember what I said earlier?
Mm-hmm.
We never say how much down. This is the reason why, because we don't know what somebody's willing to put down. Somebody might come give you $30,000 down or $20,000 down. Mm-hmm. That's not unheard of on a move-in ready house.
That's right.
Move-in ready, past inspection already, $20,000. Bam. Like, damn, I was going to take $2,000. I got $20,000.
Yeah.
Come on.
I already went ahead and did the inspection.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
If it's done, it's done. I mean, you can't go back in time, but you get compensated for your skill set.
Okay.
So just to recap, Jimmy, you don't want to ask for anything down. You want to market a price.
I literally just wrote that. Don't disclose any prices.
We say that's all we disclose is the purchase price. We never say how much down. We never say how much a month.
Okay, not the terms.
We negotiate that. We figure that out once they tell you they got a reasonable down payment. Dealing with tenant buyers. So what if we're dealing with sellers, Jimmy? How are you doing with sellers?
How am I doing with sellers, huh? You don't say any prices. You got to figure out how motivated they are.
Somebody calling you, Jimmy.
That ain't me.
What's on, Jimmy?
Hello?
Hey, Jimmy.
What's up?
You left a note on my door about something. Call you back?
Yeah. I found your house on, or it was going under foreclosure. I just wanted to see if you need any help with that.
Oh, no, we got it taken care of. I didn't know what this was about.
Oh, yeah? Can you tell me more? Like, what are your plans? What are your game plans?
I was gonna talk to the bank tomorrow morning and see what they can do to help me keep it.
Okay. Do you are you working right now?
What do you mean? No, I'm at home. I just got here. I saw your note on the door.
Do you have a job? Because the bank is gonna make sure that you have the sufficient income to rewrap that house, or are you gonna reinstate it?
Oh yeah, it's not that far behind. It's just a few months.
Okay.
But yeah, I appreciate it. I was just trying to call back. I didn't know what you wanted me to call you back for.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure that you had some help. If you need anything, you know who to call.
I mean, what do you mean you need anything? What do you do?
I help people in tough situations. If they're gonna go under and foreclose on the house, I can help you with that.
I mean, how will you help though?
Well, I have a few options for you. Um, I can always offer cash, or I can basically take care of your arrears and then take over your payments for you, and then we can work out a deal where either if you need some help to move out, or if you want to stay in the house, we can make some arrangements so that you can become a tenant.
Oh, I can stay in the house?
I mean, yeah, we can work that out if that's what you want.
Okay, I'll just keep your number here, Jimmy. I appreciate it. I'll give you a call back if everything don't work out.
When are you gonna call me back, you think? I want to make sure that your auction date looks like it's gonna be in 2 weeks. You sure you got everything in line before then? Because time is money, and
Well, they said I got to December the 9th. So we got a little time. So yeah, I'll let you know if something happens. I'd really rather just keep the house.
okay. Can I call you back in a week to make sure that you're following through with this? Because I really wouldn't want the bank to come and take that from you.
I'll call you back. Thank you. Have a good day.
How do I keep you on the phone?
I don't know, Jimmy, but how do you think you did? If you rated yourself on a 1 to 10, what would you give yourself?
Solid 4.
Okay. All right, Justin. How was that call, you think?
We gotta get them 4 pillars. Price, motivation, timeline, condition. Every single phone call.
Yep, you needed to get your 4 pillars: timeline, condition, motivation, and price. Even though we kind of got the timeline because of the auction, but the other things we didn't really tap into, right?
Yeah.
Anything else?
We never put non-performing tenants in the property. Of course, they'll let you help them. You're going to buy their house and keep them inside the property. They're non-performers already. So the bank already have problems with them. So, of course, we will have problems with them.
Yep.
A lot of people do try to navigate, from my experience of being in front of people. They do try to navigate, oh, you're going to buy my house and can I still stay in it? They love throwing that out there because they want to still stay in their house no matter what. They haven't mentally left the property yet.
Right. They haven't mentally left the property. You got that, Jimmy? Because it's very important. You got it. It's kind of in their mind that it's still their house. Like, what are you talking about? It's my house. My kids grew up here and all the other stuff they're thinking. So, yeah, it's very important to ask. What do you think, Art?
Overall, I would probably agree with Jimmy. Probably about a 4 out of 10. I do see what he was trying to do, though. It seemed like he was trying to go into the 5 option framework. To me, one thing I liked is you had went into a point where you were starting to cast doubt about other plans that he might have had. I just didn't really see when the conversation kind of got to that point, but I like that move that you were doing for sure. You said you were going to let the tenant stay. I know that some people teach that. Probably just better off just getting them focused on moving out to begin with. It's probably a little bit more advanced strategies on working on keeping them in the property.
I see. I guess I got 2 out of the 4 because the motivation was they weren't motivated. They wanted to stay in the house. They were doing, so.
Well, let's start back even before that. Jimmy, we got to do this. Hold on. Would they even consider selling a property? That's the question that never got asked. You just assume that they're going to sell it to you. So I'm like, what you mean you can help? That's why I was trying to get that out of you to make you say something, even though you say, yeah, we can give you cash, we can do this. Well, what do you mean? I ain't say I was selling my house. That's what I was getting ready to say, but I ain't want to drag you out too much. So when somebody's telling me, you know, oh yeah, we got to take care of whoop de whoop, all of this stuff. I mean, if that doesn't work out, I mean, would you consider selling it if you had to? Let them answer. You got to let them open the door to even talk about selling their property. Make sense?
Okay.
Versus we assuming that I'm just here gonna take your house. I'm a greedy investor. I'm gonna take your house. That's what it sounded like. You don't want to sound like that. You want to ask a question. Let them open the door for you to say, yeah, I mean, I'd sell it. What'd you give me for it? Now we can talk about selling the house. Now we can get down the 4 pillars and all that other stuff. But we got to start with there. I mean, if that doesn't work out, I mean, would you consider selling it? Yeah, I consider selling it. But I don't think I can get what I need for it out of all this, you know, whatever their thing is. That's how I got my first house. The lady said, I'll sell it, but I don't think I can get what I need to get out of it. I'm like, shit, yeah, you can. I can take these payments over. And that's what she did. Because she had it in her mind that nobody can give her the number she needed. And I'm glad she had it in her mind. That's why we have to ask, understand what they're doing, and then pivot off of that versus us assuming that they want to sell our house, assuming that they're motivated or not motivated. You don't know how motivated I am. I might be highly motivated, depending on what you're offering. Now, you tell me I can live in the house and rent it back. You really made me you created the motivation, and that's not good. We don't want you creating motivation. We want the motivation to be there. We're just pulling it out of them. By you saying I can stay in the house after you buy it, now I think I like you. What's your name again, Jimmy? Let me write this down. Hell, I like him. He said I can stay in this mood. You just put yourself out of position right there by doing that, though. And we call that over offering. Don't over offer. The only thing I offer people is one thing and one thing only when it comes to these foreclosures. We can help you stop the auction. That's it. That's my only real offer. Hey, I can help you get out of this situation. I can help you stop this auction. What we do beyond that is all up to what our conversation is going to go. Because they're not staying in the house, just, you know, especially not me offering them to stay in the house. Hell no. You playing with fire. Because what you going to do? How you going to sell a property? Or how you going to buy the property if they don't want to pay? You see what I'm saying? You put yourself in a bad position. Let's walk down that path. Okay, we buy the house. We let you rent it back. Everything going good for a month, maybe 2 months. Christmas comes around, right around this time of year. People start getting amnesia when it comes to rent. Christmas is more important than paying your rent. What you're going to run into in real estate. A bunch of people like that. I'm already expecting it. Happens every year. Same jokers. They late or, you know, whatever, around Christmas time. You ain't going to put nobody out during Christmas, are you? You ain't no Grinch, are you? I'm a Grinch. But that's the thing you're going to run into. But you don't want to put yourself into a bad position. Does that make sense?
Loud and clear.
So would you consider selling? And then don't ever offer anybody anything about renting anything back. We figure out what would you like to have. That's our position. Figure out what they want. Now when we're closing and doing whatever statement you just did or telling our third-party story, we use the information they gave us and insert that into our close versus we closing on what we believe and what we think. We closing on what they told us. Ooh, come on. That's almost automatic cooking. Anything else y'all want to add, Justin or Art?
Yeah, quick question, Jimmy. Did you establish a follow-up before y'all ended the call?
I tried to.
He tried to, for sure.
Okay. And then what 2 pillars did you get?
The motivation and timeline. Well, motivation is I think Chris called me out on that. It's not I induced the motivation. It wasn't inherent in the buyer like I thought, or the seller, I should say.
When you say the timeline, did the seller tell you what timeline they wanted to sell, or was it going off the auction?
When the auction was, when the foreclosure was.
All right. Yes, sir. Keep making these. Got to keep on getting these reps in. That's where we build our muscles at for sure.
You tell I haven't made many of these phone calls.
That's okay. This one call right here with Chris is gonna leap you forward like 100 real-time calls because you're getting real feedback in real time.
Yeah, don't overpromise stuff. We're just here to understand them first before we try to sell them or offer them anything. That's your 4 pillars: timeline or motivation, timeline, condition, price. I like to start off kind of more so with timeline, but we knew that person had an auction, so we kind of understand that. But I mean, how soon would you like I mean, my question is, if we're able to work everything out, how soon would you like to close? They might say, oh, I mean, I'm already out of the house. Like, what's her name? Karen's deal this weekend or last weekend. She was the person already out the house. So they ready now. They don't have nothing to wait. They don't need to move out. They already out. Timeline. We're ready now. Condition, just general condition of the property. We don't have to get a full scope of it all right now. We do have to understand it before closing, but it's not going to stop me from moving forward in this conversation. Price, what do they want for it? Or would you sell it for what you owe on it? Or when I don't even like to jump that soon. I like to say, how do you see all this working out for you? Like in the best case scenario, I'd be happy if I just didn't have this foreclosure on my record. Oh, so you're telling me if you were able just to sell it for, say, I don't know what you owe on it. If you sold it for that, I mean, would that help you out at all? Yeah, that'd help me a lot. People said yes to that many times. But I let them open the door for me to ask that type of a question without me being aggressive, just pushing that off on them without understanding them first. And then the top one, motivation. Why are you selling? How did you get in this situation? What challenges have you come into? What have you tried to do to get out of this problem that you're running into? That type of questions. Very important. Never get stuck on the calls. When you get on there, these 4 pillars matter because you won't be stuck on the calls anymore. You know that, hey, somewhere in this conversation, even though we might be doing small talk and, hey, yeah, you see the Cardinals play or whatever small talk we're doing, somewhere within that conversation, we're getting to these 4 pillars. They don't have to be in a specific order per se. They might just come out and start dumping this stuff on you right in the beginning. Hey, man, I need to sell this house to auction in 2 weeks, and I'll sell it for what I owe on. I just need to get from under it. Damn, you did all that, and I ain't even asked you nothing yet. But thanks for that information. That can happen as well. It'll help you quickly qualify or disqualify sellers. The 4 pillars will. And it will help you identify the best strategy. If they're letting you take it over, you can do the creative deals. If they're like, oh, no, I don't believe in that stuff, or they got a lot of equity, say it's worth $300 and they only want to sell it for $150, that's already probably a cash deal. You don't have to go into the creative stuff. Sometimes. I would still offer it, but if it already got a bunch of equity and they can just sell for cash, just sell it for cash. Happens all the time. Motivation. What's got you thinking about selling? What's important about selling and why now? How did you get in this situation? And there's a bunch of other questions you can go into when it comes to the motivation. How did you get in this position? What made you get behind anyway? You try to do that a little bit, Jimmy, when you said, are you working? But I'm like, that was kind of a weird place to put that. But a better question is, how'd you get into this situation? And let them tell you, oh, I lost my job. My wife left me. The dog ate my homework and all the other sad stories they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you that. Don't lead the witness by telling them, did you lose your job? Oh, did the Trump tariffs get you? You don't want to give them all this stuff to use against you. Just ask an open question and let them answer. Dig deeper with the follow-up. Like Art was talking about, following up with them. Identify their pain points. You identify if it's real or fake motivation. We don't want to give them the motivation. They got to already have it. We're just asking the right questions to uncover that motivation so that we can figure out what we're going to do with them. Very simple. Timeline. We already talked about that. Ideal closing date, days, weeks, months. You want to close before the year is out. Many people trying to sell their house before the year ends, and many people trying to buy a property before the year ends because they got tax problems. They got to buy a property before this year ends. So this is a great time to be marketing for buyers and sellers. Deals are done in the 4th quarter. I want to say 4th quarter is my favorite quarter out of all the year. I don't know if is that true for you too, Art, or you don't know?
It's all about how I'm marketing, really.
Deals get done all year round.
Yeah, it's all about, for me, it's just how much I'm marketing.
I think some fat deals come in the 4th quarter. Maybe that's a better way to put it. The timeline, the urgency is part of our negotiation. Power, they know they got to get out of there. We can move quick. We can close when you're ready. Match their strategy to the timeline. Match your strategy to their timeline, whatever they told you. And then get off the phone with those time wasters. Whack them. Are they a prospect or a suspect? I'm just trying to see what you can give me for it. We can give you something. I'm not sure right now, but let me ask you this. Back to your questions. We don't have to give them an offer on the spot. A lot of people have it in their mind that I got to give you an offer right now because you asked right now. No, once you give an offer, they don't need to talk to you no more. I'm going to hold that for a little carrot. I'm going to dangle that carrot for a little bit. We're going to hold off on just jumping to give you an offer too quick. We don't know what's going on. We don't understand what problem we're solving. Condition. Is it fixer-upper or need a bunch of work? What kind of recent upgrades, roof, kitchen, bathroom updates, if you want to get into that. But like I said, to me, you know, it's not the most important part of our conversation. The most important part is that motivation. And condition. It matters because it's going to help us determine what exit strategy we can use. Is it going to be a short sale? Like Justin loves to try to do them short sales. You like short sales, Justin? You love them.
His favorite one.
Love to try to do them short sales. I'm like, Justin.
You got a short sale called Justin.
Call Justin. He loves short sales. I said, dang, what you trying to be, the short sale king?
He was on his way.
You trying to be the short sale king out here, man.
About to short sell the whole United States before there was gonna be a wicked. I was gonna need some proper representation.
Coming into the price. What price are you looking for? But on a foreclosure, I'll be asking them, what are you trying to walk away with at the end of this? If they need anything. You know, I don't like to go into these people and try to think for them. That's the biggest thing. Do not think for sellers. Ask questions and let them answer. Deal with the information they give you, not what you're assuming. It just makes it a whole lot easier for you. Never give a number first. Use silence. You know, I like to do that. They say, oh, I want $300,000 for it. But I really take $280,000. Damn, I ain't even say nothing. You just dropped the price. Happens all the time. A good silence won't hurt nothing. Repeat the benefits before the pricing. Why are you working with us? We're going to get you out of this situation, stop the auction, etc., and make it all happen. Then you got mix the pillars to qualify quickly. Like I said, qualify or disqualify. Each pillar affects your offer type. A missing pillar equals missing the deal or missing an opportunity or not understanding what they're trying to communicate to you. Every seller has something. You have to be able to understand what they're trying to accomplish and help them achieve that if you can. And, you know, these are just some of the things that'll help you out when you're dealing with these sellers. We're going to make it better. Any questions, comments, concerns?
What was the last update you had on Karen's deal?
I tried to call her. She didn't answer the phone. So I don't know what she's doing. I guess she got it under contract. I hope she did. It's been a week.
Yeah, so she ended up calling me up like Monday. Long story short, she was like, this was before the video that Pace had dropped about that deal. So I kind of got clued in Monday morning. And long story short, she was telling me that it was a guy who was supposed to buy it, but he figured out it wasn't in the exact market he was looking for. So he backed out. So she called me, asked me, would I still interested, trying to partner up on a deal. Long story short, we ended up getting on the phone with him on that Monday. By the time I got on the phone with him, I think it was Pace who negotiated this with this guy.
Yeah, he did.
He was telling me it was like $5,000 or $6,000 to the seller, paying the arrears of a few months. It was like $3,300 is what they thought it was, and then it was $5,600 that was owed on an AC unit that they got installed, plus closing costs. So that's where I picked up. Long story short, I was able to, on that first call, I was able to get them to agree that we wouldn't pay off the $5,600 on the AC unit. We would just keep making a $78 payment a month on that. So that helped juicy it up a little bit.
Come on.
Then from there, we put that agreement together with $5,000 to them. We'll pay the arrears of 3 months is what I was told. And then closing costs.
It's about $9,000.
Yeah, it was like $9,900 for all of that. So basically from there, right after we had that talk, found out that apparently the garage has termites and the mortgage is 1 month further along in that process than what they told me. So that's another $1,200 on top. So that's what I found out since we initially put this agreement together. And then from there, I'm going to have a contract to go out, and likely I'm going to renegotiate with them to try to make this make a little bit more sense. Because
those arrears on the back of the loan, if you had to. I mean, if it made sense. I mean, it's not really a lot of money, but if that makes the deal worth it.
Yeah, so initially I didn't think that was an option because they was telling me they was only like 2 months behind going on 3, and so they wasn't at the start of their foreclosure process yet. And then they told me that they just had got something from their bank in the past few weeks, and apparently they're heading to foreclosure or whatever.
But that was the thing. You want to get it in before they get a foreclosure auction date. That's what's gonna make them do the put the arrears on the back of the loan.
I didn't think they would do a loan mod if they didn't start with the list pendants.
They'll do a loan mod. No, they'll do a partial claim. Partial claim is what we're looking to do on something like that. You don't want to modify the loan, start the loan over. You want to just take those arrears and put on the back of the loan. If it makes sense. I mean, I don't even know if it's worth it.
Do you think if you would have locked the deal for what Pace had negotiated, it would have still been a good deal, or do you think
too much entry cost?
I mean, it could be a good deal for the right person. Because the property is worth like 140 as is, around there. Yeah. ARV on it is around 180.
And then like the deal was like around 12 to 15 grand. You know, the way it sounded from that meetup.
Yeah, that would have been a cash to close, and then you get in the property for 113 plus the cash, so it's like 125, 130. Is what you're getting it for, and it's worth 140. So for the right buyer, it can make sense, but that's definitely getting to the threshold of I don't want to be putting that bunch of money out on this property, for sure.
Gotcha.
I'm really looking at, obviously you would love for every deal to be no money down, but ideally, if I can get my money back out of a deal anywhere from 6 months or less, even maybe up to a year or less, that's a good deal for me. Because I got money sitting in the bank, so that makes sense to me.
Arrears on the back of the loan. I mean, that's what makes sense to me. But like I said, it's such a small amount of money. It's like, do you want to use that card on 3, 4, 5 grand? I like to use it on a 30 grand. I just got one approved for 28,000. So I like big chunks.
Would a tenant buyer be your exit strategy for that? Because couldn't you get a tenant buyer in and cover a lot of your upfront costs?
Yeah, from every deal I do, a tenant buyer is the starting point for sure. Other than that, we're going to consider seeing if it makes sense to do an Airbnb on this particular property or not, or midterm rental, short-term rental, something like that. We are going to consider other strategies as well. But yeah, always starting with, for sure, is going to be a lease option for sure, everyone.
Buying it creatively, exiting creatively. Bread and butter, slam dunks all day, solving problems for people in the marketplace. Any other questions? Oh, we got a question there. If the homeowner agrees to sell you the house, what method will you use to buy the house? Do you have cash? Do you have to get a loan? What's your strategy to buy? Says Lisa.
If a seller is willing to sell me a property, ideally, I would like to buy this property on terms. If they're forcing a cash deal and the numbers are low enough that I can wholesale that deal, I would do so. But if I can't buy it on terms, I'm not pulling a loan to buy anything, and I'm not buying it with my own cash either, for sure.
Hope that sinks in, Miss Lisa. We don't put loans in our name to buy real estate. I know I don't. I don't even know how to if you wanted me to. If somebody said, hey, Chris, I need you to go get a loan to buy a house, I'm going to say, how? How you do that, Justin? How do you put a loan in your name?
I don't know.
I ain't never seen that. But, people do it. I got a VA loan that I've never used. A disabled veteran. I think they qualify for what? $635,000, something like that.
Zero down, nothing down.
Never used it. I don't know how to qualify for it. I don't qualify for it. How about that? You gotta have a W-2 income or something.
Oh yeah,
What would
that
you say
part.
your ratio is for wholesaling versus holding?
I'm sorry, what's that?
What would you say your ratio is right now for a wholesaling versus holding? Like,
Always buy.
do you end up you basically hold 90% of the
If it makes
deals?
sense. Yeah, if it's in the area I want to be in. If it's in an area I don't want to buy in, I'm not buying it. Like if I know I don't want to be in a particular area, somebody else got to take it or I'm not doing it.
Gotcha.
Sir, I just passed on a deal out in Delwood.
Before this whole tenant buyer option, I was in this to wholesale or bird dog deals. Like, I didn't think I was gonna hold on to anything.
So here's the thing though, Jimmy, I'm gonna help you out with this. It's gonna help it make sense for you. We play the hand we're dealt, not the hand we wish to have. If they bring me a deal that makes sense for me to buy, I buy it. If they bring me a deal that it makes sense for somebody else to buy, they buy it. I don't overthink it. I don't even worry about it. We treat every deal the same. It comes in as a lead. We put it through our process. We underwrite it, see what makes sense as far as exit strategies. If it works into one of my exit strategies, I buy it. Just that simple. Just like they bring me deals all the time. I got something in Cahokia, Illinois. Everybody like Illinois. I am not a fan of Illinois. Just full disclosure. I do not like doing deals in Illinois. What I do when something come up in Illinois? Justin, what you doing? He be like, I'm over here right now. I don't even want to mess with it.
The Illinois deal is steady calling me.
But if it's a deal in the single digits, now we cooking. It don't matter. It can be on the moon, but I need it low. Especially, see, that's the thing. See, it's a difference in being a motivated buyer. I'm a non-motivated buyer. Come on, Jimmy. Become a non-motivated buyer where your offers are so low, people don't want to work, and they say, well, damn, they took that low offer. I should have went lower as far as the cash deal. So if you offer somebody such a low offer cash, they don't even like that offer. That's what I do with my multiple offer strategy. I just offered a lady on that Florissant house over here. I offered her 127 cash or 180 on terms. Which one she gonna take? I don't know, and I really don't care, to be honest.
Most of the time on your cash buys, do you wholesale those?
I can buy it. Depends on the deal. But it gotta make sense. Everything gotta make sense. There's plenty of money out here, by the way. If you're thinking, oh, does it take money? There's no shortage of money to buy real estate deals. The opportunity is what's missing. Can you buy a $300,000 house for $100,000? That's the question, Jimmy.
Even if I got a cash deal for $100,000 that was worth $300,000,
I got the money for it. You just bring the deal.
okay.
Don't worry about that
So
part.
that'd be me wholesaling it to you, or are you basically
Whatever.
JBing on my deal?
Whatever makes sense.
All right.
I'll buy that one too.
You
If you
bring me
got
the
that.
ARV of 300K, I can get it for 100K. We gonna do the deal that day. Ooh, that was a rhyme.
Make sure you let me know about that one too, Jimmy.
Matter of fact, if you can find one with an ARV of 400,000 and bring it for 100,000, you get a bonus. You get bonus bucks for that one. You getting some bonus bucks.
Give him an extra lucky star.
He gonna get a.
Keep up the good work.
Come on with it. So don't worry about it being enough money. Worry about finding or creating a good enough deal for somebody else to buy it. If you're wholesaling, or even good enough for you to buy it. I treat the deals like I'm wholesaling, even if I am buying it. I want a deal. I don't even want a deal. I want a steal. Right, Mayana? You want steals or deals? Which one you want?
There she is.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hey, oh.
Do you want
That
steals
funny.
or do you want deals?
Deals.
Come on with it. There is no wrong answer, by the way. How you doing?
So
Well,
Jimmy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No. We want to hear from you, Mayana.
Oh. I do have a question. Do any of y'all do Airbnb? Chris, I know you do.
I have 7 of them.
7? Okay. How are your Airbnbs doing?
Just rented a guy for 30 days last week, so he's in there for the next month on one of them that was empty. I don't have any empties right now.
Okay, because I'm asking because I've been trying to I'm more so trying to get started with like doing rental arbitrage. ideally it'd be good to, buy a property, but I'm not ready to do that yet. So the next thing would be to do rental arbitrage, but I don't know. Um, I kind of been hearing mixed things about like the market now, and so I just kind of, I guess, want to see how it's doing in St. Louis. And I know you got some.
Yeah, I never had any problems. Well, the only one problem I could say I had is some fool burned one of my couches with a cigarette. You know they don't supposed to be smoking in there. He burned one of my
Right.
couches. It's a little small hole, but I'm like, dude, that hole wasn't there. Oh, what do you mean? Oh. Other than that,
So you've been having like steady occupancy though, and
yeah.
everything. Okay, what areas are your properties in?
Got him on the south side. Got him in Overland. Got him over in West County. All over St. Louis.
Okay.
What area are you looking in?
Um, Honestly, I don't know. I know the Central West End is a good area. I stayed near there, and I know it's good over in the Central West End. Um, I haven't looked for real like too deep into it yet.
Yeah, well, that's the game we play. You gotta, where you gonna get your furniture and stuff at?
Mm, I don't know. Do you have any recommendations? I know I've heard people say like you can get some stuff, nice stuff off Facebook Marketplace to try to keep the costs down and whatnot. But I don't know. I haven't looked into the furniture stores or none yet.
I'm gonna send you to a place called St. Louis Consignment Gallery. Whoop. Look at that beautiful stuff. You can get nice wood furniture. This lady painted this, by the way. Get you some stuff. Recliners, couches, rugs, dressers, all type of stuff, depending on what you're looking for. Oh, can you believe that? This is the flip of the week, by the way, Justin.
Was that a window?
I bought it for $5, sold it for $100. Come on with it.
That's your site. I knew you was trying to plug something. You are.
Because
Come on.
I need some creative financing.
That was the flip of the week. Bought it for $5, sold it for $100. This was a good flip too. Bought this for $10 and sold it for $100. That shelf, ugly shelf, by the way. People like stuff like that. Flip of the
I'm
week.
thinking you finna send me a furniture store. You stay trying to plug yourself.
That ain't plugging me. That's called resources. Why would you go work hard and struggle when everything's in one place with 10,000 items in the building? Why would you go work yourself that hard? Just help me understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was a good flip too. Did I tell you about this one, Justin? This desk? This desk in the middle? I don't know if you can see it. The little middle one. Did I tell you about that one? This one right here. You see what it sold? It sold for this. What I pay for it? Take a guess, Jimmy. $0. That was the flip of 2 weeks ago or last week, whenever that sold. Got it for free, and they gave me 2 on the queue. I said, make it do what it do. Come on, y'all. But that's a whole nother game. But yeah, St. Louis Consignment Gallery, stlouiscg.com. Open every day except Tuesday and Thursday. And you can buy you some stuff. How you love that? She said, you plugged yourself. Look at them people saying good things. Look at them saying
I
good
was
things.
half expecting it. I'm not gonna
Hold
lie.
on. What'd he say right here?
How I make you feel to have that TV? Tell them how you really feel. Turn around and let them know. How you feel good. I got my TV in my space.
Whoop, there it is. Come on with it. It's called being resourceful. Solving problems for the marketplace. You need a house? We got you. You need furniture? We got you. Whatever you need, we got you. Bring it on. What value do you bring to the marketplace? Think about that, everybody. That's everybody's homework. What value do you bring to this marketplace? Not that, I need some money. I need a deal. I need this. It ain't about you. What value do you bring to this marketplace? Everybody need to be thinking that. And if you're not bringing no value, that, my friend, is probably why your deal flow is not as high as you would like. Bring value. Actually come to help somebody solve a problem. That's our main goal. Another question says, when calling or door knocking foreclosures, what does your introduction sound like? Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Yeah, I'm Johnny. Who are you? Yeah, my name's Chris. I was trying to see, did you do anything to stop the auction yet? Oh, what auction? The one that's coming up in 2 weeks. Did you do anything to stop the auction yet? Oh, I'm going to do this. And that's our introduction. I just call it out from the beginning. First, identify I got the right person. Johnny, Jimmy, Joni, Hootie, whoever, whatever their name is. He said, Jimmy. He looked up, who, me? Whoever their name is, Justin. It don't matter what their name is. First, got to identify we got the right person. Second, did you do anything to stop the auction yet? I just call it out from the beginning. I don't play around with these people because you only got a short amount of time before they do what? Slam the door in your face, hang up the phone in your face, and get up out of there. Anybody else got something on that? Knocking on doors? Justin, any input?
Yeah, I mean, I just go as simple as that. Have you had a chance to call the bank, contact the bank? What's your plans? You know, what do you think? Just whatever. I mean, it's all the same stuff. Just ask, be interested so you can be interesting.
Come on with it. How did you get into this situation? I like them to tell me their story. We lost our job, whatever happened, they got laid off, all the sad story. Vomit your pain on me so I can say, oh man, I feel your pain. Even though I probably don't feel your pain.
Damn.
Damn.
So that's what we got there. Y'all messed up. Any other questions?
I don't got a question. I do got one other deal that I wanted to share though. Should I wait for that?
Let's get it.
All right, so the one with Karen, we do got that one under contract. We're moving forward on that one. The other deal that I got under contract this week came from a lead. It was I made my initial contact with this lead July 17th, 2024. And I've been following up with this dude since then. And I finally got him under contract this past week. So
took you 4 months.
16 months.
July of the year before. Oh, damn.
2024.
God damn.
Yeah, so I just got him under contract this week. So I just wanted to share that with the class. Make sure y'all following up with y'all leads.
The fortunes are in the follow-up.
That's all I got.
What you gonna do next, Mayana? You gonna go find a deal or what? Or you gonna try to? You said you want to do rental arbitrage, so you're going in talking to people about renting a property. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You want to rent one of my properties?
What kind of property you got?
I got a 2-bedroom.
Okay, I can look into it.
All right.
I feel like I asked you about this before, and you had said that you didn't have, like, they was all occupied or something like that. But yeah, I
They
definitely
usually
look
are.
into it.
I just bought another one. They usually are. But every house is what they are, a house, until we turn them into a money machine.
I got a fixer upper. It got built-in financing with it right now. You don't have to get approved for no loan or anything.
Look at that. Showed up and look at you. You found a deal just walking in the door. Look at you.
I'm hollering.
Do you actively manage your Airbnbs, Chris, or you got somebody arbitraging or managing those?
What do you mean when you say manage?
Because it seems like a very hands-on strategy doing the whole Airbnb thing. You got to get in there with cleaners. You got to list it, and you got 7 of these. I mean, it sounds like it's could be like a full-time job almost.
It could be if you set it up that way.
So you got people managing stuff for you, or
you can set it up in a way to where you can reduce the management, reduce the turnover, i.e. I don't do short-term rentals.
Midterm.
I do like 30 days, 45 days.
That was my initial strategy, was a midterm, but then it turned out into a pad split instead.
Yeah, midterm. I don't really like short-term. It's too quick turnover.
Right.
And it's not necessarily about the management. I have cleaners that go clean it, but
right.
What is there to manage?
I was going to say, because short-term rentals right now seem too stressful. Midterm, though, for sure.
Wait, I thought Airbnb only did short-term rentals. You can list your midterm rental in there too?
You just make your minimum days 20 days, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. You can
Oh.
control what's your minimum rental days.
I know a lot of counties now are starting to crack down on the Airbnb, so you could only do 30 days minimum. So midterm is like the way around that. In Manchester City or Baldwin, where my house is, they wouldn't let short-term rentals, so I ended up trying to do a midterm, which now is a pad split.
And that's why step one, we go see what is your rule. Let me get a printout of what your rule is. Does it physically say no Airbnb, or does it physically say no short-term rental, or does it say minimum 28 days? What does your paperwork say? So I can figure out how we can skirt around that thing. So that's
Do
what
y'all have any if anybody come across any multifamily deals, let me know. I got somebody looking for one.
they got some money.
A buyer. Yeah, they have some money.
They're gonna drop some big money. I got deals if they got some big money. They want it for cheap.
To be a rehab.
They want it for cheap.
Pretty much. They
Got a deal right
want
there. He just told you got one.
a multifamily?
Yeah, they all. I'm gonna find a multifamily right now while we on this live stream. They everywhere. Come on, y'all.
Yeah. I was just gonna see if somebody already had one in play though before I went and started calling myself.
I don't know.
They're looking for like medium to full rehab.
I don't know. What about a duplex for 60,000?
Duplex, that's fine. 2 to 4
What kind of
units.
price point they want to be at?
That's that one in Central West End you're looking at, ain't it?
Justin be looking. No, that ain't the Central West End. It's
Central
close
West
to
End,
that, but it ain't the Central West End.
Okay. I know it's one that's been sitting.
There's one over there in that 115.
She ain't budging. I know I already talked to her.
I don't. What kind of price point they want to be in, Mayana?
For medium, for like a medium rehab, 100 to 120, and then for like a full gut, max 70K.
And what area they want to be in, or do they care?
63111 or 63116.
Oh, really? I got houses in both of those zip codes, but I don't have any multifamily. I wouldn't sell it anyway if I had one. But let me see if I can find one. See, they got a specific thing. You see how they switched up, and I start asking questions. They're like, oh, but they got to be in this zip code, and they got to have this length of grass, and the paint got to be this color, and the fence got to be a chain link fence and not a white picket fence. They got real picky all of a sudden. You see the difference when you start asking questions? Let me see here. No, they don't want to be on this side of town where I just pulled this ugly one up at.
That's why I don't get excited when they be like, oh, I'm a cash buyer.
Don't mean nothing to me. I need to know where you buying it and what you willing to pay. This is $60,000 duplex right there, but they don't want to buy over there. Cheap.
Then their favorite thing be like, oh, send me everything you got. Then you send them like, oh, I ain't buying that. Oh, I ain't buying that. Oh, I ain't buying that.
That's like the best deal for us. If you want something cheap, 60 grand right there, a duplex, boom, bam.
No, they ain't buying that.
So, hey. Is there a way I can filter that in here? I don't even know. Let me see. Multi. Look at that. Oh, how much
baby is that?
How much for the baby? What the fuck?
America home.
We got one right here, Mayana, 50 grand in 63111. Come on, y'all. Y'all making this too easy for me. I say, what do we need? We just go right. How long did it take for me to find it? Somebody let me know. Did I have
that thing fully occupied, and they want full price.
It's 50 grand.
What's the at least 20,000 spread for you right there, Mayana?
Right there. Wham bam, thank you, man. A 4-family.
The Minnesota one?
Yeah, it's in 63111.
Well, you owe Chris about 10 now.
I need 10%. Hell yeah.
I was the
Get on the
10,000.
computer and have to click too many buttons. No.
Look at she clicking off her screen quick as hell.
Oh, that must have messed up too. Look at the back of that. I think I had this under contract like 2 years ago.
I'm writing down that.
I had this under contract like 3 years ago. It's the same house. They still ain't sold it. 50 grand.
They've been waiting on this buyer to come along to pay 70.
Man, I'll call the people. Hey, I got 22,000 cash. Y'all want to sell it? It's gonna need some construction work. But it's in the zip code they want, and they wanted a full rehab. What more do they want? Go get this under contract for 20, sell it to him for 50. Made you 30 grand. I'll just take 10%.
He said he'll pay 70 for a full rehab, Chris.
That's what I asked that question for. And it's in the zip code. It's everything we just asked for, and it's fresh on the market. It only been listed for 2 days. Come on. And this is on market. This ain't even an off market deal.
Hit them up, give them 45 so they feel good about it. Then get to them for 75.
Look at that. Look at that. How do you lose in these type of things? Anybody else got any more real estate problems? Y'all making this too easy now. What else we need? And if that don't work, you can always go to handy dandy auction.com. What'd you say? 63111 or 63116? Where you want to be at? There's one on Schiller Place and one on Gravelway. Damn, that house is rough. I can tell that's a rough house. It's got all the trees and stuff. That tell you it's rough. That's not a multifamily though.
That house is on my list to knock on.
Can't call them yet. They could have been called. You might don't have to knock on them if they say, go to hell, we'll never sell. You don't have to drive over there no more. I'm just saying.
You always call preemptively before.
I call, I text, I knock on the door. We do whatever it takes. I message them on Facebook. Justin, you ain't tell them? Don't tell them all the ways to find people, Justin. Justin will track them down. While
I just sent him some screenshots of some people responding back to our Facebook messages.
Right.
Hey, tell me y'all want to sell.
All you gotta do is reach out. Worst thing they can say is what they say.
It's just making contact with him, Jimmy, however we need to.
Whatever it takes. Dang, this is a good house right here, dude.
And some of these sellers like being reached out to in different ways.
So this the house you need to go knock on. Don't waste your time with that other man. Go knock on this door. You're in a good area right here. I go. Did it knock off? Damn, my bad. How'd I get knocked off? I'd have knocked Mayana off and the thing. Hold on.
Nah, my phone died.
How did a screenshot get knocked off? Go knock on this door. Sure, y'all knocking on the wrong houses. Go knock on something like this. This is a house I can move into. I'll move in this house.
Let me get that first. That's on my list.
Oh, don't be waiting. No, y'all want to wait to see me. Y'all get me looking at it, and I might go do it now. I be trying to give everybody a chance, but no. There goes Shay, baby. Shout out to the Future Cash Flow Club. Woo woo. Can you do a call? What are you talking about, Karen? We don't do calls. We close deals. But this is a house right here. What's wrong with this house? If I'm going to knock on the door, it'd be this one. That's just me personally, because I know it's in a grade A area, good school district, and it's going to slam dunk sell itself.
That one's already set up for auction, is it not?
Yes, this is a pre-foreclosure list. December.
Okay.
This is our auction list. All of this is on the auction list. Yes. Yes. This is all foreclosure stuff. I just happen to be scrolling like, wait a minute, that's like a good deal right there. I can know a good deal. Look at this one in Florissant. 9 days out. This is when it's best time to knock on the door. 9 days out. 63031. Knock on that door. Baldwin. You get this house. Damn, that must say 346. It's a good deal too. Baldwin. They love Baldwin. They love your area, Jimmy. Why you ain't knocked on this door yet? What's the hold up? We got all these opportunities.
I literally just found that house today earlier. It's on my list.
But why we ain't talked to him?
The person who owned that property, go down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Down. That property right there is a ghost. That Oak Drive to the right. That person is a ghost. They married or whatever. I can't find neither one of them on the internet. They ain't had no traffic ticket. I've never seen nothing like that.
Really?
No social media. They like 34 years old, and I can't find anything about them. I've never seen anything like that.
That's wild.
They don't owe no credit cards, no nothing.
Oh, Chris, that Firethorn house that you looked at earlier, when I looked it up, it says it's owned by Commercial Realty Associates. So I guess the bank already owns that house.
That sounds like a lender. Oh, that sounds like a company. Okay, let's look it up. Which one are you talking about? This Oak property right here?
Oh, 1901 Firethorn.
I believe those are two fake people. I think those are two fake applicants that went bad on loan.
Firethorn. Hold on, I don't see that one. Share this tab instead. Which one was it? Oh, that was down here. That Baldwin house you talking about?
Yep.
I gotta find it. All these people are here in foreclosure. Y'all, what are y'all doing, St. Louis? I gotta get back. I'm coming out tomorrow myself. Y'all playing, man. They playing art. I'll try to give everybody a chance and don't go get everything and see how they do me. This one nice too in U City, 63130. Come on, man. Wildwood, man. This house all moving in my damn self. It's a damn mansion.
Man,
they
why
let me
are
sit
these
on the
nice
park.
houses all under foreclosure, Chris? What's going on?
We sleep. St. Louis. If you can't do a deal in St. Louis, just quit real estate now. I'm saying it all out because there's too many opportunities out here, and everybody want to wait. I don't know why. Go get the deals. Go get them. No waiting. I gotta go to work. This is your work. I gotta go eat. This is your eat. I gotta go to sleep. This is your sleep. I don't even see the house again. Let me check.
It was 1901 Firethorn.
Hold on, give me a second here.
63131. And when I looked it up, it's commercial realty, so I couldn't find a phone number for it.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go through it. I want to make sure. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start from scratch like I know nothing.
You just had it.
Oh, I did. Oh, wait, didn't stop me.
It was like the first house that you looked at whenever you.
That was in Baldwin, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just gonna put in Baldwin. Baldwin Mo. Let's go. Yeah, they got 4 houses in Baldwin. What are y'all doing out here, man? So this one right here. No, not me. I don't see which one you're talking about.
63131.
Oh, it was in 63131. Oh, my bad. Okay. I can't find it. I got thrown off. So that's the only. Now, this tell you right here, if you put in a zip code, and it's the only one in the zip code, that means it's in a good area, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am, right?
So I looked that up on St. Louis County property search, and it's owned by a bank or a lender.
Okay, let's find out. Let's walk through the process. He says St. Louis County real estate, right?
I am the bank.
We finna find out if this is true. I'm finna find out. Let's do a
finance deals over there.
We're gonna go to this property here.
All financing is available. Every program.
So I'm going to St. Louis County now. 1901, right?
Yep.
We're gonna. Did I do something wrong?
Take the drive off.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that was on there. 1901, right? What the?
Chris, take the 1901 off the street name.
No, did I do that wrong? Slow down. Slow it down.
Who dog is that?
My bad.
Jimmy and his yelping dog. Yelp, yelp. Okay, what that say right there, Jimmy? Come on, man. This me, man. Come on, let me zoom in.
That's not what my screen says. My screen is literally showing me.
Hold on, let me make sure I got the right address.
You did.
Firethorn, right?
You gotta do real estate lookup, Jimmy, not property lookup. Real estate lookup.
Real estate lookup.
Real estate.
See, this is why when people say stuff, I say, okay, let me go through like I know nothing and just start from scratch, regardless of what somebody tell you. Oh, they got this. Oh, they got that. Let's stop everything and go do it step by step. This is why I like to do it this way, so it can never be any confusion.
That guy named Pound Town.
Jimmy, what are you looking on where you found that owner?
Oh.
No, I literally went to St. Louis County property search, the exact same screen that Chris was on.
Real estate search. Real estate search.
Really? You mean address?
Real estate, not property, real estate.
Real estate.
So the domain for this is revenue.stlouiscode.com. So you can do this in any county in America, by the way. Wherever the county the property is located, you can look it up to see who is on the tax records, which is usually the owner of the property. And on this one, we got John E. Pound. You got it from here, Jimmy? Or do we got to go deeper down the rabbit hole? Or do I got to go knock on this door myself? Y'all going to give me the door knocking again. I stopped knocking. I'm finna go back.
You know what?
Jimmy going
if I end up knocking it down after you, then I'm part of
what, Jimmy?
Club, right? I said you should go for it, but if I end up knocking it down and I'm after you, then I'm part of the buyers club, right?
Me and Jimmy going door knocking all tomorrow.
I don't know why not. Y'all should be calling, door knocking. You see how many foreclosures on that list? Damn, that's a lot. Somebody said it was high. I haven't really looked at it in a minute, so I guess I got to get busy myself. But everybody's like, I want to do a deal. All you got to do is go right here to auction.com, put in your area, and go get these houses. What are we talking about here? What's so hard about that? It costs $0. $0.
Jimmy, I've been having him spend all kind of money to get these deals.
Free 99. What are we doing here?
Jimmy paying top dollar for them leads. That was the Glengarry leads.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Why is it so hard?
I got a fixer upper for you, Mayana, if you want it.
What?
Perfect for Section 8.
You said what?
It'll be perfect for Section 8. Financing already is in place. You don't have to get approved for no loan or none of that. You drop a couple grand into it, rent it out, get your money back.
I don't know. You can send it to me though. I'll take a look at it.
Real estate, or you want to just look at? You know what I'm saying? You got deals. Serve it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, I want to do short-term rental Airbnb. That's what I want to do.
Why?
Why do I want to do it? It's something that I've always wanted to do, honestly. Like, even with, like, that's kind of like having a property, renting it out. That's like my end goal to build, I guess, wealth and stuff like that. You know.
I don't know if you heard what Jimmy was saying a little bit ago. He was just saying, you know, when you're dealing with these Airbnb short-term rentals, it's heavy management. It really is. If you're not set up like I am, it's heavy management. It's not even. I don't even consider that to be real estate. To be honest, I consider that more hospitality. You got to clean linens, sheets, towels. That stuff have to be clean and ready every time. And they're kind of picky customers, by the way, too. If it ain't clean, you'll know because they'll give you a low review. You don't have a 5-star across the board like I do. Not saying
That's why you can get like co-hosts and stuff like that to help. You know, a lot of people have co-hosts, but honestly, I'm not. That stuff don't really bother me. Like, I'm interested in that stuff. I guess like the hospitality of it, because like me
just
myself,
manage all the money then. Just manage all the money.
Somebody was telling me like maybe I should try managing first because they was telling me like, oh, the rental market. They was like the market isn't good right now to like rental arbitrage stuff like that. They was saying maybe try co-hosting, but I wasn't, since I don't have any experience. I knew it would be a hard time finding somebody that would like even trust me to start that. But I would look into that too, co-hosting. Yeah,
that's the answer. Go and do a co-host.
Yeah, I was for sure looking at that.
That'll change your whole perspective on it. And I'm not saying it's bad or good. You just have to understand what you're getting into.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, from what I've seen recently, the disgruntled landlords we've been coming across have been Airbnb operators. Matter of fact, the house I was just talking about in Florissant, she's an Airbnb operator. 3 units in her house. She's in a basement and 2 different bedrooms. She's renting out rooms. And she wants to sell. So why is that?
Tired landlord.
Tired. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I say, once you structure it properly, but doing it the way people doing it, 2 days here, 1 day there, 2 days there. Man, I ain't finna be working that hard. I'd rather go do a job, which I ain't had since 2011. So I'm unemployable.
Yeah. That's why I don't know. I don't want to start it and then be struggling and stuff like that. Well, struggle is come with anything, but
Boy, it ain't. I don't believe in struggling. Who said that struggle would come with anything? Who told you that? Who gave you that advice? Tell them to flush that advice down the toilet. Struggling is the only way to do it. All right, did you hear that?
Sound like something my grandma would have probably said.
If there is no struggle, there is no progress.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's not what I meant. When you're starting something new, when you're literally starting something new, you're bound to struggle at some point. Like, y'all not gonna convince me you're not going to, literally, with any business.
I ain't never struggled in nothing I did because I said it don't matter what they throw at me, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't care. I'm gonna figure it out.
That's still struggling.
What kind of struggles you think you might come across?
Not keeping it occupied, probably. That's probably the main thing that people struggle with, trying to keep it occupied.
So what's going to make your house or property more special than others that keeps it occupied when they can't keep it occupied?
As a person that stays in Airbnbs, I kind of know. I feel like I know what people like and what. It seems like around St. Louis, the properties that have like a bunch of beds and baths, not like the 1 or 2 bedroom bathrooms, like the 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom. Those are the ones that do them, the best. It seems like the
Really?
Victorian style homes too. I think so.
I
Yeah,
think they get
or
the
at least
most
maybe
wear
those
and
are the
tear.
ones that I like.
I think
You
they
said
get the
what?
most wear and tear because it's the most booties on them toilets and the most flushing and all the other stuff and water and using up utilities. They have the most expenses. They get the most wear and tear. Would you agree?
Maybe
When they got
you could say
Big
that.
Mama, Big Daddy, little grandson, his 3 baby mamas, they 5 kids, all in that one house, because they're gonna overdo it. You tell them we sleep 6, they're gonna have 12 there.
This is a hot take, but I've stayed at Airbnbs and hotels. I prefer the hotels because one, Airbnbs now are not located like conveniently. 2, you got to do too much. You got to cook for yourself. You got to clean up after yourself. Are they going to charge you this, charge you that? You got to take out your own damn trash. The hotel, I got freaking room service and I'm paying less now. Airbnbs now are more expensive than hotels. Hot take. Do the midterm
I guess
rental.
I like the
Much easier.
space. Okay.
Well,
I feel like midterm that would be an option. Like if the short term rental ain't working out, then do midterm
I
as a
wouldn't even.
back end.
I don't see any reason to do a short term unless it's just to fill gaps. So that's how I kind of do my calendar. I keep it open for like 2 weeks to fill, but I want to keep it to where I can rent somebody longer term. I want to always be marketing for 3 months, 6 month, longer term tenant, and only keep it short term while it's open for that short term. Make sense?
For midterm, you can find nurses, like people, like agents who actually place nurses for you, and insurance company who find people for you. But if you do the short term, you're constantly having to find these people or advertise to them. I'm just saying. It's like,
Right.
Plus, the turnover is high.
That
You know what I
makes
mean? I'm not saying nothing bad about it, but that's the bad part about it. The turnover is high. I don't want to go to this house every other day. Believe me, I did this to my house in Afton. Every 2 days, I got to go down there. Oh, switch the laundry. Oh, clean the house. Oh, come back 2 days and do the same thing. That stuff get old real quick. I'm talking about real quick.
you didn't hire a cleaner and stuff then. A lot of people
Didn't
do
matter.
have hired cleaners and stuff.
Still the same thing. Who want to go do it every 2 days? It still don't make sense. When I can do it every 2 months versus every 2 days, that don't make sense.
when you hire a cleaner, you actually got to go and check it out yourself, because if they didn't do a good job cleaning, the tenant, the short-term person is going to leave a bad review. Oh, they didn't clean this. Oh, they didn't take out the trash before I came here. You actually have to go there and make sure that the cleaner actually cleaned.
Jimmy, you sound like you did this already. And I can vouch for that, because I had a cleaning business for 6 years, an actual cleaning business, residential cleaning business. The cleaners sometimes didn't clean. Most of the time they did good, but there's always that one or two that's messing up the thing for everybody else, messing up the tips, not getting around a toilet bowl, not getting on your hands and knees and doing the bathroom. So I'm gonna use a mop. You can't use a mop in the bathroom. Hands and knees, hands on your knees, every time. But no, everybody telling you one thing, but I'm just, I can only tell you the truth.
Mayana, are you just looking for a job, or you trying to be an investor?
Right. That's the question, Mayana. You got caught with that one.
Ultimately, I'm trying to be on the investing side. That is the long-term goal.
Investors don't work.
Come on, say it again, Justin, for the people in the back.
That's what she want to do.
They got the Airbnb cleaning business if you want to do that separately.
Yeah, it's a need for that. They always got work. Like I said,
You trying to clean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh,
you might as well.
That'd be the
That'll make money for sure. I promise you. I promise you that'll make you money.
No,
there are more people who
I'm not going to nobody's house and cleaning
than a premium house to rent. So maybe turn that Airbnb into like a pad split, because then you're going to rent each room out for long term. You're still going to go and buy your furniture and take care of all the bills and clean the house, but you're going to make way more and have way less turnover. And
Great point.
do less work. Do less work.
More money, less work. The
Ayana,
more
why would you go through the whole acquisition process just to do an Airbnb? Because you're gonna use your cash, your credit, all of this stuff to acquire a property and then Airbnb it out and furnish it and spend more money, and people gonna stay in there for 3-4 days and leave your place a mess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a few
That's
horror
always a
stories.
risk, but what?
I
Go
think
ahead with the horse stories.
I think I gave a little fib earlier. I did have a couple problem people with Airbnb. The guy that stayed in the house on Overland, his damn dog pissed all over my couch. Had to throw it away. I forgot about that.
Who's vacationing in St. Louis, anyways?
There's people that are, well, I don't know. He was
Who
there
the
for
hell
2
comes
months.
here for vacation?
He was in the house for 2 months, but when we got back, I was thinking, oh, I just smell like a little dog in here. We kept cleaning and cleaning. I'm like, man, this stink in here. It's all over the couch. The dog done pissed all over my couch. You gotta throw it away.
The only people Airbnb-ing around here are trying to throw parties.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It just depends.
Yeah. Airbnb be real strict though. They been getting real. They actually been getting on my nerves as a person they be staying in Airbnb. They getting a little too strict. They doing too much.
There you go. Talk yourself out of it. There you go.
But Verbo cool too. Please stay on Verbo.
No. Oh no, they the worst.
No?
They'll take your money. I've been on VRBO, Booking.com, and Airbnb. They all got their things. VRBO will take your damn money.
Hmm.
And Booking.com play little games too. Like, oh, we'll rent it out on Booking.com. You're like, oh yeah, I'm making money. Then they hit you a month later. Oh yeah, here's your fees. Why didn't y'all take that out of all the money y'all been giving me all this time? That's so damn dumb. Everybody got different little stuff. That's why you got to understand. Booking.com gonna bill you every month your fees. I'm like, why y'all didn't just take it out like everybody else do? Just take it out. Why would you give me some money and send me a bill at the end of the month? Talking about, oh yeah, this is your booking fees.
So what y'all think about them people that be having short-term rentals, Airbnb, and like they be starting them in other countries, actual vacation destinations?
It's a business
I feel
model.
like
Just keep in mind.
I wouldn't do that as my first one, but
here's the thing to keep in mind. It's not really real estate. It's hospitality. If you want to be in the hospitality business, knock yourself out. That's all I can really, that's the summary of all of this. It's hospitality in every sense of the imagination. The picky customers, all of that. It makes money. I'm not saying that it's not a thing, but it's not what you think it is. It's not the same as just doing real estate. Real estate is boring. I don't have no exciting moments. Oh, wow, somebody paid rent. It's almost the 28th. A bunch of people about to pay rent in a few days. That's boring, real estate. Going and dealing with doing all this stuff and changing linens and getting new towels because they stole some. All the little stuff that nobody tell you about. I'm only talking from experience. I don't talk about nothing they ain't never did. I only talk about what I really did. Half my towels gone. I'm like, damn, I just bought them brand new towels. Half of them gone. What you gonna do? Send them a bill? Hey man, some of my towels missing. Oh yeah, it is missing. You can do that, but it gets kind of tedious after a while. It's all part of the business. It's hospitality. Anything else you can share about it, Jimmy, since you've been renting rooms and stuff that you can give us a little tip?
If you want to do Airbnb, at least buy one in a place that you want to stay yourself, in like another city that's actually a destination. Like that is actually a destination, not St. Louis. Nobody vacations here.
Yeah, most of the
people don't vacation here, but a lot of people come for like work or like family reunion and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they're looking for midterm rentals or a hotel.
Right. There's the people who did.
Well,
That's who does most of my midterm rentals is workers. In fact, I have companies, corporate rentals. They're renting it for their employees that come in town. Those are my best people. They're better than traveling nurses, in my opinion.
Okay, I'll consider that. Midterm rent. Okay.
Traveling nurses. Find you somebody who can get you in with some traveling nurses. That was my initial game plan, to do the midterm rental. But then as I was furnishing, people just started knocking on my door. Can I rent a room? And I ditched that plan, and now I'm just renting by the room.
Okay.
This little cute.
Think about this. My master bedroom rents for $1,100. This is a 4-bedroom house. Master bedroom $1,100. 2 of the larger bedrooms $900, and the smaller bedrooms $800 a month. So put that all together, it's like $3,800 a month fully rented.
This little cute house right here, I just got back last week. The people were in
This
there for
yours?
4 Yeah, this is one of my houses. Somebody was in this house for a year. I got it back last week, and I just put a new tenant in there this week, paying $3,800 a month on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Why would I want to do a? I mean, and they're there until February. They only did a few months, but they probably gonna stay longer. But that's what their lease is for. It's a February. It's a lot easier and less stressful to have somebody stay for multiple months than be running back and forth to this house, even though it's right in Maryland Heights.
3,800. Damn.
Yes.
You be charging out the ass.
Why would I not? This is hard work. Who said this stuff was easy? I'm in the game to get paid. I ain't in the game to be, I just want to
Yeah.
work. It's plenty of work to
I
do.
feel you.
If you ain't getting paid, what we doing? Oh, they lost. I had to go buy new pillows after the people moved out. I mean, it's small stuff. I had to spend about $50 after they moved out because 2 of the pillows was messed up. Little stuff like that. But they was there for a whole year. It's
Also,
part of the game.
but that's fully furnished though, right? Okay, that
All my
makes sense.
properties are furnished.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The only way to do it is put furniture in them. This actually looks different here. There's artwork on the wall. These pictures were taken before the artwork was up, I think. We redid this kitchen. We did a full renovation on this kitchen. New floors, new everything. Oh, yeah, there go the artwork I was talking about. Mindset is everything. You a little kitten or you a big tiger?
Chris, since we've been on this call, I just had a lead text me back some pictures of their property. They're willing to sell for what they owe. They said if they can get $500, that'd be great. It's the property's nice enough. I could do like something like that. What you got going on with this particular property? Hopefully, I can work that out.
Yeah, send them the contract tonight.
I haven't talked to them about terms yet. They're waiting for me to send them back their multiple offers.
Well, that's the term. They say they only need $500. Oh, they're not gonna sell it for what they owe.
They will. They said if they can get $500, yeah. I haven't talked to them about terms though. I just kind of figured out what they were trying to do. They just want to avoid the foreclosure.
There you go. I'll send it over for loan balance. Justin's favorite, $500 to seller at closing. Easy.
So what would you do in this situation? Like, I know that they're willing to just sell it for what they owe. Would you still send them back the multiple offer letter or just to go straight in about terms?
I go on about a house. Ain't no reason to play around. They ready to sell it. They sell it for what they owe. What else we doing? I mean, I would have a good conversation with them, make sure they understand everything. Make sure they understand that the loan will be in their name temporarily until sometime in the future when we get it cashed out. That type of stuff. As long as they understand that, I'm sending the contract.
Yeah, because they don't have enough equity to do a cash deal anyway. I was wondering if I should just send them a letter and then kind of go through that and let them understand how the cash deal won't work.
I would do a closing call with them, and then send them I would send them the contract, do a closing call, help them fill it out, and sign it right now. Because it ain't no reason to go all that way. We know a cash deal don't work, and if they already said they open to it, great. We're gonna get you $500 at closing. And matter of fact, I like the way you do business. I'm gonna get you $1,000 at closing. If you're really nice, if you want to be in the Christmas spirit.
So they claiming they haven't talked to any other investors on this. So I don't think that they don't know a cash deal won't work on this. They don't know that yet, supposedly.
Yeah, as I say, it's gonna come back to just having that conversation, just to make sure they see what they understand and make sure you can clarify anything they don't understand. And once they say that on the phone, we ready to get this thing done. Because they got an auction date already?
No.
Oh, okay. Even better. Get that bad boy under contract, get the keys to the property, start marketing that day. And you might have a tenant buyer bring the money. You don't have to do nothing but some paperwork.
That's in a desirable neighborhood too, man. That's definitely my hottest lead I got right now. I'm hoping by next week I'm gonna have that under contract.
Don't tell me you're thinking about moving in that one yourself.
Nah, I like where I'm at right now for my kids for the school system.
I'm looking for a 3-car garage house. So if I find one of them, I'm taking it down for me. And then we'll put this house on midterm rental and get $3,800 a month for it too. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, full finished basement. Somebody like this house. Matter of fact, they can have the furniture in here. I'll refurnish my own house with something new over there. You see, I got the furniture, right, Mayana? St. Louis Consignment Gallery.
Hey Chris, I'm gonna get all my for my first midterm rental. I'm gonna get it from the St. Louis Consignment Gallery. I'm gonna come down there with a big U-Haul. You can't be hitting me with them commercial prices though.
I fill your truck up. I do your whole house. You be like, damn.
I bet you will.
I've had people come to the store like, oh man, I paid $700 for that, and I'm like, $700. I could have did your whole damn bedroom or 2 rooms or damn near your whole house for that kind of money. $1,000, your whole house done. Like, what are you doing? And I'm talking about nice stuff. I ain't talking about no junk. I'm talking about like stuff.
Stuff.
Not junk, stuff. That's the difference in junk and stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to land this plane. Any other questions, comments, concerns before we roll? But let's see what we got here. We got Jimmy. What have you learned today?
Ask the questions and let them do the negotiating. Let them pour their hearts out. Don't guide the answers.
Let them close themselves.
Let them close themselves. And then I got the 4 pillars, and I wrote it down 3 times here.
What are the 4 pillars?
Motivation, timeline, condition, and price.
You got it.
Not in any order, right?
As long as you understand that on the phone call, we're going to hit those points with the focus on which one? Motivation. With the emphasis and energy spent on motivation more than those others. All right, Justin, what did you learn today?
I learned that I got to go deeper.
That's what she said. Nah.
Gotta go deeper.
And what do you mean?
I learned, just about some little tidbits about when I'm selling a deal to a quote unquote investor, to still, even with them, not really use the verbiage or the terminology and all of that stuff. Still use certain questioning or present it to pique interest, and then walk them down the process of what they'll look like. Built-in financing, that's a great one. Instead of going into the semantics of, hey, I got property that already have built-in financing, is that something that you would be interested in?
Yeah. Even some people are afraid of sub 2. I got a deal of sub 2. Oh, I heard that's illegal. What? These Halloween and bought you talking about it's illegal. What's wrong with these people? There's still people out here to think that. So that's their thought.
They cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I used to take my time trying to explain this stuff to people when they tell me like, "Oh, ain't that illegal?" or this or that. Now I just shut up. I was like, "Yep, you're right. Don't touch it."
I ain't gonna make you do it. Well, all right. What about you, Art? What have you learned today?
I learned that Chris Monroe is one of the coldest in the game.
Come on. You can't go wrong there.
That's all I got right now, Chris.
That's cool. Mayana tried to run away. I know she learned something today, but she tried to run away.
She jumped off the screen immediately.
Ain't nobody running away. Well, I learned that maybe I could do midterm rental instead of short time rental in St. Louis. I guess I also learned that the multifamily deal that I'm looking for, I need to go out and I guess keep searching for it. I was looking for somebody else to have one, but I need to go out and just search for it myself.
That's it. What they say on the airplane, put your oxygen mask on before helping others. Now I'll tell y'all what
Yeah,
I
I'm
learned
in
today.
a
Oh, go
foreclosure.
ahead, Diana.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you what I learned today. I learned that there's a whole bunch of damn foreclosures in St. Louis and ain't nobody hitting them up. I'm finna go hit them up. Y'all done motivated me now. I shouldn't even supposed to look at that. I should have been doing some other stuff, messing with the stock market, looking at it crash and go up and down and all this stupid stuff. Y'all making me look back at real estate now. Because all them people in the foreclosure in good neighborhoods. This ain't trashed areas. These are areas I live in. Would you live in one of them houses, Jimmy?
I like my house too much.
Wait a minute. How they got a house better than mine going to foreclosure? Not on my watch. We finna swap it out. Let me get that house.
I'm from the South Side. I gotta stay here.
I used to represent the South Side, Lee May, down there. I think we got a bunch of houses down in Afton and stuff too. So Afton, Oakville, down in that South County area.
We in the Sunset Hills, Crestwood here.
Oh yeah, if you're in Sunset Hill, Crestwood, that's the hottest area you can be in. Them $700,000 houses over there. Come on, man. Let me find one of them on the foreclosure list.
Not my house.
But it can be if we do some improvement, building equity through construction, which is a whole nother class.
Oh, I learned another one too today. Tenant buyer. I had to misconstrue. Yeah, that's the ticket. Tenant buyer. Let them do the work. I've been doing too much.
Yep. Only do work if it makes sense. If it don't make sense, don't do it. Jay Kalin says, how many days do you need to stop the auction before the auction day? Great question. 1, 0, none. Same day. I stopped the auction way before the auction. I stopped the auction a few days before the auction. I stopped the auction the day of the auction. So it doesn't matter. We need the seller that want to play ball and do what we tell them to do. We can stop an auction the day of the auction. No problem. We don't want to do that, but we can do that. Any other questions before we roll?
Where do you guys get your contracts? Like, if I were to be able to lock down a deal tomorrow, where do I print contracts? Like, where do I find a legit?
Now,
how do I tackle it now?
It's a great question. That's probably the best question of the day. No, not really. It's not the best question. There's been some good questions today, kind of. Let's see. I'm trying to find you a resource here, but I think I can't find it because I pushed
do you use
this one's in the
Postal
sub 2 directory. Man.
Yep.
Sub 2 directory. All right.
There's paperwork.
Sub 2 resources. Yeah.
That's the one you guys use. All right.
There's plenty.
I got my paperwork from Chris.
Boom! FutureCashFlowClub.com. But yeah, you already got it, Jimmy. I think you should have your paperwork already. But if you want the paperwork to make the paperwork, FutureCashFlowClub.com. And hopefully y'all get this thing figured out. Go out this week, knock on some doors, call some people, text some people. Don't take the first no. Get somebody locked under contract. There's no excuse not to be doing deals before this year ends. 2026 is almost here. You can do it. You don't have to answer all the questions, know all the answers. Go in there, stick to the scripts, stick to the thought, timeline, condition, motivation, price. We can work something out. How soon would you like to close? Stuff like that. And then let's go. If they want to know more, get me on the phone with them. I'll help you close them up. We'll do a deal. I might buy it or we might sell it. Who knows? But doing nothing is not acceptable in 2025 or 2026. Everybody here need to close another deal before the year ends. And me too.
I'm gonna make it happen.
All right, you got to do 2 deals before the year end. I'm holding you to a higher standard.
I bet.
All right, so hopefully y'all have a good rest of your week. If you need me, hit me up. With all that being said, do what you do, be who you be, and I'll see you before you see me. I don't know what you've been doing. You've been asleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we do.